Go ahead and jump on the live too, Shaq. Here we go. Here we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Throwback Thursday. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice, here at Urban Matters BMG TV. We are coming to you live today. And man, we got a lot to talk about today. Boy, y'all hear what I say? Boy, they got the Butter Brigade the Butter Biscuit Brigade out there. They acting all janky. And they are big mad right now, y'all. They big mad with Urban Matters, BMG, and the grassroots, boy. We got some stuff to discuss. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. We got our sister Cher in the building. We got Brother Shaq. He will be coming in momentarily. He's kind of still trying to bounce back. Y'all know the Shaq attack, man. He stays on that heavy research game, and he's part of the research team here at Urban Matters BMG. He keep us with that hot fire coming through. And we're finna drop some hot fire on y'all today. Now, let me give y'all a real quick preface of what we're going to be discussing today. All right? The name of today's show is Democrat Fatigue. And I know y'all want to know what that is. What does that mean, Juice? Well, it means that the butter biscuits are running out for the Democrat shills. Your people like Roland Martin, Al Sharpton. And as y'all can see on my page here, I should have had something pulled up. We tired, man. We tired of this Butter Biscuit Brigade. And these tired Negroes, man, they just doing everything in their power to try to keep race baiting going. Race baiting is on life support right now. Y'all see the little donkey right here, the Democrat donkey? He got the SPLC paddles right there in his hand, the SPLC. I know y'all heard about the Southern Poverty Law Center and some of their shenanigans, what they were trying to do. And I hope these little sassy ass dudes that been in my space all damn month, all damn week, I hope they tune in to the show today, boy. Because I would very much so like to debate their dumb asses, because one of the guys, he want to continuously call me stupid, try to give me insults. But that's what Negroes do when they lack intelligence. They have to use epithets. They have to use slang. They have to use curse words. They have to use all type of insults because they cannot counter any of the argument with something that can debate what I'm saying. Let me give y'all these dumbass Negroes logic. A lot of these sassy dudes that be coming into my space, their logic is, if you challenge the Democrats and you say that, hey, bro, the Democrats does not own me. I'm not married to the Democrat Party. I was born an indigenous Black American. I was not born Democrat. If you say that, that means you automatically are an adoptee of the Republican Party and Trump. Now, let me remind y'all, Juice a grown man. I just had a run-in with somebody that proves I'm a grown man. Ain't it? She got mad because the chick got mad with me because I had masculine energy and I wasn't going to let her talk to me, sit there and talk to me no any kind of way. But see, a lot of Democrat dudes, they real beta male energy. So a lot of our, I hate to say this about our sisters, but they used to talking to me in any kind of way. And baby, when you run into a dude with that masculine energy like me, I ain't even got to open my mouth up. I can put a unit on you, baby, and it'll break you down. I won't have to say a word. I'll just lock in with you eye to eye, and you know the fuckery time is over. Okay? And so these guys don't understand that an alpha male like me, I know how to think for myself. I have intelligence. So let me give y'all this preface real quick. Urban Matters, we're going to present this necessary intervention that's going on in the grassroots right now. See, we're delineating, and that's what the Democrats hate. They hate when we delineate. They hate when we say, oh, no, we ain't no all one big Negro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to tell the little chick. She had a weird last name, so it was obvious she was a jealous tether. I don't know why y'all immigrants come here. Not all of y'all, but the ones that's here illegally or the ones that's coming over here to scam, y'all got a problem with Black Americans, indigenous Americans. Why? If y'all got a problem with us so much, why y'all trying to be like us? Why y'all try to mimic us? You try to dress like us. You try to, like the NAACP in the Congressional Black Caucus, they talking about going back to Africa for Juneteenth. What kind of, you got to look that one up for me, Sister Shell. Look that one up for me. They talking about going back to Africa. You got yourself on mute too, Shell. I don't know if you know that.
Oh no, I'm just listening, Brother Juice.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you speak. I'm doing what you just told me to
do. They talking about going back to Africa. Juneteenth don't have shit to do with Africa. I'm sorry, it just don't. That's the problem. Everybody want to hijack Black American culture, and then everybody get the, like the Democrats, they want to represent. Oh, we all representatives. Oh, we represent all the voting lines, all the voting districts. But yet still you passing all these policies for everybody else. How you represent us but don't pass no damn policies for us? Why do the Congressional Black Caucus call themselves Congressional Black Caucus, but they looking out for everybody else? Plus, everybody in the Congressional Black Caucus is not Black American. The majority of them are immigrants, which explains why they fighting for everybody else except us. But Urban Matters, listen, there's a moment where political nostalgia is being repackaged as progress. Across the country, we are watching a familiar playbook resurface. The same fucking blueprint the Democrats running. The same. You would think they say, you know what, man, they done caught on to the jig. They done caught on. Black Americans saying, look, no tangibles, no vote. Huh? No tangibles, no vote. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all join the link. Sister Shell just sending the link out to a few people. We're doing some real quick housekeeping, and we getting the links out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all tap in and join us here at Urban Matters, because it's gonna get hot. So across the country, we are watching this familiar playbook. Outdated civil rights era persuasion tactics is what it is. Outdated civil rights era persuasion tactics being redeployed to influence young Black voters, as if our political consciousness has not evolved in 65 years. Come on, y'all. The same symbolic gestures, the same moral appeals, the same "we march so you must vote this way" messaging, all being recycled by the Democrat Party institutions that have not meaningfully updated their relationship with Black America. They haven't. We put them first. We put the Democrats first. They put us last. What we are witnessing is not innovation. It is maintenance. Maintenance of a political order that depends on our loyalty but rarely centers our demands. It's this climate. Even legacy organizations are being pulled into the script. Even legacy organizations are being pulled into the script. People like the NAACP, they are aligning with members of the Congressional Black Caucus to amplify the out-of-bounds movement, they call it. The out-of-bounds movement. That's a campaign aimed at discouraging Black college athletes to boycott or transfer away from Southern colleges and Southern institutions. So in other words, they want Black women and men in sports, young people, to throw away their career, sacrifice their career, all for politicians, so that politicians can keep their power and so politicians can keep their job. Now, the Black athletes, you ain't going to get nothing out of it. You won't get nothing out of it. But you got to sacrifice your whole career that you worked so hard at. You went to school, went to college to get into the best college. And my thing is, why are they just targeting the colleges in the South as if racism and white supremacy don't exist up north? Somebody tell me. Somebody make it make sense. Instead of, I mean, this is brilliant, Democrats. I mean, this is brilliant. This is the most brilliant goofball, janky ass strategy y'all ever came up with. And then y'all wonder why Trump kicking y'all ass. Y'all wonder why the Republicans kicking y'all ass. Because y'all have nothing substantive to offer your voters, except if they're immigrant or they LGBT or the Rainbow Skittles Bright community. Somebody like that. That's the only people y'all looking out for. The partnership signals a deeper issue. Establishment organizations are attempting to manage the political imagination of the next generation rather than empowering the next generation, y'all. The message being sent is clear. Stay in line. Stay in line, you damn Urban Matters Negroes. Stay in your place and don't disrupt these systems that others benefit from. That's what they're trying to tell us. But see, Urban Matters BMG, y'all, we reject that framing. We stand on business. We stand with the right of the young black people and the athletes, students, creators, workers to question, to challenge the Democrats. We challenging y'all asses. Huh? And to withhold our votes, withhold the labor when these institutions around them refuse to evolve. This preface is not an indictment of individuals, but of strategies. Strategies that they assume that black voters are static. They think that we just static, like we're just gonna stand around, sit around, and keep letting the Democrat Party think for us, even though they're coming up with these lame brain ass strategies to do nothing. Our mission is simple. We're here. Urban Matters is here to tell the truth. We're here to tell the truth, and we're not going to ask for no permission to tell the truth. Right? We want to amplify our voices, and our legacy institutions. These legacy institutions keep trying to manage us, and we can't have that. The future of black political power will not be shaped by outdated boule Democrats and boule strategies. They way off script right now. These folks are off script big time. No, we're going to shape this shit with clarity, courage, and the refusal to be handled like we some type of political property. We tired of it. I think we lost Sister Shell. We tired of it. We tired of it. We tired of it. So this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Bro, Mark, thanks for joining us. We got you in the building, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us, my good sir. Did you ever get that thing straightened out?
No. I haven't got that stuff we needed.
Oh, you haven't got your package. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Sir.
Hey, but you see these donkey? The donkey telling the KKK, don't you dare die.
But
hey, they thought Joe Biden when his homeboy, Joe Biden homeboy, what's his name? Robert Byrd, when he died. Remember Joe Biden did his funeral? And he did Strom Thurmond's funeral. These guys were sitting, these guys were Democrat KKK members, open KKK members in the Congress. They wasn't scared to tell you that they was a KKK. And I had one brother, you know this brother that came on, this one brother, he played football up there in Alabama, keep popping up on my post, right, Mark?
Right.
That dusty Negro had the audacity to tell me that Robert Byrd renounced his KKK and his racism. What that mean?
Oh my God.
That's what he said. I say, bro, you know how stupid you sound? How do you say you're not a KKK member no more? Are you gonna go back and fix all those laws and policies? What about that 94 crime bill that you, Joe Biden, and all y'all sat down with? That majority locks up black American men. And still got your uncle and them locked up right now, 30 years.
Wait, bro. Wait. Help me understand.
Yeah, he said that.
So you'll stand behind them in their racism. And so it's okay. It's okay for them to say, you know, I'm just using this as an example. I just unalived 30 Negroes, and I done I done put
But
over
I
100,000
apologize.
in jail, right? And I've cut babies out of their mama's stomach. But guess what? I renounce all of that. I
I'm
was young
sorry.
and dumb, and I'm sorry. And y'all dumb behinds are gonna say, "Okay, sir, we's understand that, sir. We so happy that you finally realized, sir. Now we's a fight for you, sir." What? Ain't no way. Ain't
Yep.
no way. But by the very same token, you can't even prove something on the current president. You can't prove it. The only thing you show a whole bunch of innuendo and AI, but you can't even prove it from the words of the guy's mouth that you keep calling up. But yet you won't let him live that down. I don't understand. And he's actually making policies for you. I don't understand it.
I be
Bro,
asking them jokers. I say, man, name one policy that you could say help black people. Guess what this Negro say?
Civil Rights Act.
DEI. I'm like,
Oh my God. Not DEI.
then he said civil rights too. I say, bro, you giving me all lives matters policies, bro.
Right.
That's not no specific black. Give me something like an Asian hate crime bill.
Exactly. You
You know
can't,
what I'm saying?
hey, a white woman can't take advantage of an Asian hate crime bill.
Right.
She can't take
Right.
advantage of it. But everything that they supposedly gave us gave them an out in order to give it to other people. Midgets, bald head people, white women, and every retarded people. It don't matter. Everybody
I
can
say, let
get
me give
some of
you
this.
Mark. I say, let me give you a example of what a legislative policy that's specifically designed for a certain group. Gay marriage,
Mm.
LGBT, LBGT rights. Mark, let me ask you a question. Can you benefit from LGBT rights? Huh?
Not, not at all. Not unless I lie.
So that means that is a specific agenda bill. That's a specific bill, specifically. Remember Kamala? No, I ain't gonna do that specifically for. Well, y'all will do it for the gays.
Right.
Y'all,
Y'all do it for
Mark,
the Asian.
can you benefit from the DACA law?
Not at all. Spanish can.
Hey, Mark,
So,
can you benefit from don't ask, don't tell in the military?
not at all. No, sir.
So I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just trying to show you how the Democrats can pass specific legislation. They can pass it, and they've done it
Well,
before.
here's what's amazing to me. Joe Biden had the National Negro Caucus up in his office after becoming president and told them to their faces
Hmm.
that he couldn't and he would not do anything
Yeah,
specifically for black people.
I got it. I got that on record.
And we still want to run behind somebody who will tell you that in your face and then 2 weeks later come up with an Asian hate crime bill. That it just don't make sense. I mean, how can you be that blind? It's crazy. Just for a D? Uh-uh. No, no way. No way. We have to be thinkers. We have to think past this because this don't make any sense. We got to be smarter. And
Man, no.
and
Them niggas need to just die. That's the only way these young people, these young voters that's coming up now, gonna be free.
I agree.
They just got to die off, man.
they do.
They
They do.
got to be
They
They
do.
got to either die or
Yep.
be dealt with.
Yep.
I'm
Right.
just keeping it
And
100 with you.
that's how China will also with the US. But in order for China to get to get where they are today, that's what they had to do. They had to get rid of some people. And that's what every quote unquote revolution have to do. Have to get rid of some people. Because some people are not going to make a change. And they're going to stay stuck in their ways. And that's what Iran is going through.
Yeah.
They gotta get rid of that IRGC.
Yeah.
And because the people don't want that mess. But the people ain't got no guns. So we here in America, we are really suffering from, I'm not gonna call it fake news. I'm gonna say news that's slanted severely in one direction instead of unbiased news. We need unbiased news. We need to just put the information out there and allow people to make their own minds up.
Correct.
And it shouldn't be leaning, oh, Trump is the greatest thing in America, and it shouldn't be leaning, Trump is the worst thing in America. It should just give out the information.
Right.
And let people
decide on their own, think for themselves.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct.
And that is what news should be. It shouldn't be all this one-sided mess.
Nope.
And that's what we're suffering from.
Yep.
And we have to demand that because, I see so many things going on that me personally, I want to happen. Even let's say in the trucking industry, this administration ain't having it. They starting to get rid of a lot of the problems that have plagued that industry ever since I started in it. And then not to mention the additional problems that came along when the other administration came, and you start getting a whole bunch of drivers on the road that couldn't speak English, wouldn't speak English, and they were taking over, and half of them couldn't even drive. We would be sitting on a yard watching these people try to put a truck in a hole. We call it a hole when you're backing up to a door. We would be watching them and laughing. And they'll take 45 minutes, an hour, and it'd be two of them. So, we have to be able to look at the things that are happening, make up our minds, and say, that's good or that's bad for me and mine. But this cherry picking information is not good because it's creating an energy in this country that's not based on accurate information.
Wow.
And I guess we say this all the time, but I don't understand how the quote unquote most godliest people in the world can be fighting for these things that the Democrats are.
Exactly. I said a brother running with his tail between his legs today. He want to come up in my space talking all kind of crap. Then he done shared my post, then done put his narrative on top of it, talking all this junk about, this and that about Trump, this and that. I say, look, bro, I know you personally, and I know you proclaim yourself to be a man of God, a Christian man. I say, bro, just please explain to me how you can be a Christian and be a Democrat at the same time. I say, you want to ask why? I say, because in order to be a Democrat, in order to be a Black American man that's a Christian and vote Democrat and be Democrat, you got to dismiss 90% of the Bible. If you could please explain to me how you're accomplishing that, then I will back the fuck up off you.
Right.
How are you? You got to dismiss 90% of the Bible. I told a preacher that one time. He come at me one day. I say, bro, a nigga that's around here preaching, call himself preaching to the flock, as they say. How can you be what they call it? Because you know what they say. If you vote for it, it's just like you doing it.
That's right.
There's no way you could be Democrat and say, oh, well, I don't agree with that gay stuff. Yes, you do.
Or
I
you
don't
want
agree
to
with that. I don't agree with that abortion. Yes, you do. You
Yes.
voting. So when you voting, you giving them your agreement. You're giving them your support to
Yes,
continue to make these laws. This is why you voting for stuff and that doesn't benefit you, and then the things that benefit you, you're not being able to benefit from them because why? You're giving away your vote for free.
Yes.
But if I say that, oh Lord, you must be MAGA. One thing I can say about the MAGA people, at least they getting what the freak they voting for.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you can't say about them.
Right.
Come on now, somebody talk to me.
Right.
Bro Shot, you want to chime in on this a bit? Let's see what Bro Shot got to say, Bro Mark.
All right.
And we got Susan Shan there too.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Peace and love. Salute,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Salute to the certified brother Shaq. Yes, sir.
Yeah, peace to all the panel, man. You know, Brother Juice, Brother Mark, Dawson, Sister Dawson. I don't know who else probably on her. Can't really see. But yeah, you're right, man. I was just looking at it's crazy. We talking about this with the Democrats and stuff. I was just I didn't have the clip. I was trying to find it again, but I got to go back into my YouTube history. But the Malcolm X brought up when he told us and warned us about the damn Democrats. This is back in 1960, bro.
Yes,
about the liberal. That's crazy, bro. That is so relatable that these gentlemen was talking about back in even Martin Luther King, the stuff that they was on back in that time. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it's still to this day. Well, a lot of stuff that they was hipping us to, we didn't really take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying we as a collective. You know what I mean? Using the word we as a collective, bro. You know.
And it's because they have us living in a real live Groundhog Day. Everything is cyclical. And they have us going through the same cycle. They just put different faces and different names on it. But they've been trying to push this DEI agenda for a long time.
Right. And you know, something they use a tactic is stagnation. They use the tactic of stagnation because let's talk about the so-called Voters' Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act and some other stuff that was, you know, that's being either deconstructed or reconstructed. What if 92% of so-called Black Americans votes in favor of Democrats, right? What legislation are they putting in place for their constituents moving forward? Not yesteryear, not civil rights year, actively moving forward so some of those things don't get interrupted. And if they do, we got to have those voter rights and civil rights that's relative to current conditions.
Yes.
The future, the present and the future. Not okay, that was what was going on in the 60s and stuff like that. Fine, cool. But do you know? I didn't know that those action stuff have expirations. It's like every 25 years, some stuff like that. They have to be reenacted. They have to be re-signed and reintroduced. You know what I'm saying? And re-voted on. Why didn't they tell us that these things have to be re-voted on, and we need to construct a reconstructed version of the so-called civil rights and voters' rights and any of those things that they pass upon those, you know, those type of titles, those social, you know, social and political agendas.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, and it's sad, but you know what? I blame the school system, and I blame my generation because my generation has raised some of the most despicable children running around on the face of this planet. And I won't say raised, we facilitated them in trying to give them absolutely everything they want.
Yeah, we failed them.
And not what they need, which is guidance and giving them a working role model in order to follow. Because if you remember back in my day, an athlete was not a role model. An actor, actress was not a role model. Our role models was in our neighborhood, walking down the street, or at our school, being a principal or a teacher. But it wasn't an actor, actress, or none of that garbage. But
Talk about it.
they successfully made those people our role models, and now our kids don't even want to listen to their elders, don't even follow their elders. And when I say this, it's a shame I have to preface it like this, but I'm speaking to the 80%, not the 20% that do. Okay, so I don't need to hear about my baby and what my baby do. But as a majority, this is what we're suffering from, and we got to turn that around, because once that's turned around, now we can move forward, because this is totally flip flop, and we gotta grab the stirrups and guide this pony back on the track.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got Brother D. Parker in the building. Sister Shell, let's hear it. I want you to, if you got a clip ready, let's run it, because we finna get this thing crunk. We got to, listen, y'all, we are chosen. I just want y'all to know that here at Urban Matters, we are a grassroots organization and platform that is chosen to do the work. We finna expose this Democrat fatigue. In the title of the show is self-explanatory. See, the Democrats don't want you to have self-sustainability. They want you to keep having to depend on them. They want you to keep allowing them to think for you, but the things and the solutions and the policies and the strategies and the legislations that they're implementing has nothing to do with you. No. How can somebody represent you? It's like this here. And then when I say that, I'm gonna let Sister Shell say this. Imagine, right? This the type of spell they got a lot of these little sassy dudes that be popping up in the space mark got them doing. This is what you sound like. When I say something about the Democrats where you automatically deflect to the Republicans and Trump, even though we're not having a discussion about Trump, but for some odd reason, you're under witchcraft or brain fart or some type of trick bag, Jedi mind trick, to where you all automatically come, well, what Trump ain't doing now with the Republicans? Trump ain't gonna do nothing for you until you start voting for him. You don't vote for Trump, so why do Trump owe you anything? I had to put a meme on my page about that today. And so this is what you sound like when you say that, when I tell you something that the Democrats are not doing for you, and I'm just trying to tell you how to leverage and how to weaponize your vote, and then you get mad at me and talk about, well, Trump supposed to do this. Imagine you in a relationship, woman or man, this can go both ways, this analogy. And you fuck around and you find out your girl or your boyfriend cheating on you. Now, they've been cheating on you for a while now. But instead of you get mad at the dude or the woman that's cheating with your partner, you just run into a random dude like Shaq on the street down there, Brother Mark. Brother Mark and Shaq don't even know you, don't know your old lady or nothing. Don't have no dealing with your old lady. And you get mad and go down there and whoop Brother Mark ass because somebody else screwing your old lady or somebody else screwing your old man. That's how you sound. That dude don't owe you no accountability. This dude don't even know you. You should be mad at your old lady or your old man and the one that they cheating with. But you don't want to address the one that's cheating on you. You don't want to address the one with the toxic relationship that you in. You want to go address it with somebody else who ain't got nothing to do with the situation. That's what you sound like when you inject Trump and the Republicans into your political affairs. And see, the Democrats know it works. It know it's gonna get you emotionally outraged. So as soon as you start asking for tangible, wait a minute, man, I need some college money for my kid. Well, and the first thing Democrats gonna say, well, look, we fighting Trump. We want to go at Trump right now. Then the next thing you know, they tell you they're going at Trump, and the next thing you know, they done signed the damn check and then gave checks to the Asians, to the damn Latinos, everybody getting benefits, everybody getting tangibles except you, Black American. Sister Shea, I digress.
Yeah, you talking about brainwashing and lost in the sauce. Kind of how Jessica Jackson stated in Chicago with Flip Chicago Red. You sick in the head and you sick in your soul. Because it just doesn't make sense for you to keep voting for a party who does for somebody else. But we got to blame, like I say, that the older generation, the older culture, we're a problem because we're waking up to the bullshit. We're the problem because we can read and research and not be fooled. We're the problem because I know my generation as a millennial, we outnumber a lot of the Gen Zs and some of the not Gen Zs, but the baby boomers and some of the
Generation X.
Right. Generation X, who claim to be the silent generation. Well, to me, that's not impressive for you to say you a silent damn generation.
Yep.
When you're only focusing on the present or a party that they telling you to vote for. But you can't go on your job and do that, right? You got to follow policy and procedure, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't think one way. Oh, I don't like. I bet you that boss of your corporation. I bet you he voting for whatever party fits his pockets and save him on taxes, right? Which probably is the Republican Party. Now, of course, I believe everybody should be independent, but to have a stronghold in it, it's like they minds, they brain have chains around it. So they took out the shackles from your arms and your legs. Now the chains and the shackles around your brain. And you still vote for the same people. You don't hold them accountable. Right. You campaign for these people. I know because I'm in the community talking to these people. And something happens, they're nowhere to be found. But then them the same people, when that same politician come around again to be elected, they will vote for him. Brother Juice, it's a sickness. And the only way seem like we gonna get rid of them. I even said, hell, I tell anybody, I'm glad Sylvester Turner dead. I'm glad Sheila Jackson Lee dead.
Glad.
Which I'm hearing his lineage is questionable as a tether or a former bussified mayor here, Sylvester Turner. He was in the state legislative session, the House of Representatives for 27 years, didn't did nothing.
Yeah,
he has sold his own community out, and they gentrifying his own community out. These older people losing their houses.
Mm-hmm.
And these niggas, they sell you out for pennies on a dollar at that.
Yep.
Oh well, we can't go with the Republicans though. We can't. Well, hell, the Republicans say trying to save you on your damn taxes so you can keep your damn house.
Let me ask you a question, Sister Shell. You just made a great point. Why is it a coincidence that most of these black representatives in the Democrat Party are tethered immigrants?
Correct. We just called. That's a great point. We just called Sheila Jackson Lee out when we went to a venue. We pulled up on Al Green. He got his ass served, and as well as a LGBT lesbian ex-mayor Anise Parker. And let me tell you about them LGBT trans folks. You talking about racist. You ain't seen one till you seen them. But yeah, a lot of them not even us. And then they sell us off for cheap. But think about it, Brother Juice. Don't it make sense? If you have no attachment to a country, right? They don't care. Wouldn't you sell them out too?
Crash them into the ground. Sure would.
They left their country and came over here. They didn't leave their country and learn what they learned over here and bring it back to their country. Go make your country great again.
They fled. It's a difference of the show. They fled.
Yeah, they fled and never went back.
But they fled with a plan. And that's the big key. And that's why I say you look at what them Somalis done, and you look at what the Cubans do, you look at what the Mexicans do, and what we used to do. But they sold our people, they gave us positions, gave us jobs. So all our businesses and everything closed up. But you look at these Somalis and whatnot, they stand behind each other. They don't mind if one go down, because how many did they push up before they went down? And you look at these Mexicans, same thing. You want to know how all these illegals get CDLs and all this other stuff? Because they get one of them in a position where they can give them out, and then they start giving them to everybody. We have
and then they're going to push you out.
Yes. Yes.
They push you out, Brother Mark. Don't forget, when they get in
Mm-hmm.
those positions, they push you out.
Push
See,
you
we
out.
got to start
That's right.
calling them out. And I really think we should look into a lawsuit or some treason or something. It's the federal government, how you allow other culture people get all civil rights. And
Yep.
it was for us. Just like President Trump is talking about birthright citizenship. I could play that video because he going in on the Supreme Court about it, because the decision is due next month. That we like the laughing stock of the country. It clearly say it was for slaves. It
Right.
clearly says that. But everybody come over here and anchor and have a baby off our taxpayer dollars, by the way.
Anchor
Now, when our
babies.
ancestors came out of slavery or whatever they came from, because I don't believe everybody was a slave, they
Right.
was just
Right.
left with the clothes on their back. They didn't get no welfare food stamps. Y'all know
Mm-mm.
about redlining. You know about
Yep.
people who couldn't get VA loans, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
But see, the
But they
problem
come
is
over here
we don't remember.
and get all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Chef,
So now
make it so.
they raping our country, man. It's like we
And
the
our
prostitute of
country,
the world, man.
and our country is dropping their drawers and tooting their butts up for
Of
them
course.
because they are still giving credit cards and all this other stuff to immigrants, people who from other countries. I know
Yep.
somebody who these nurses come in. They
Mhm.
come in from the Philippines, Germany, wherever. They give them room and board. They set them up in a hotel. They give
Hello.
them. They instantly get. They get a $40,000 car. They get credit. They get credit cards, and they already have credit, and they're
Mhm.
here from day one. So
Well, wouldn't you, if you came over here like that, wouldn't you outpace a regular person like us if they giving you, because you coming over here free and clear.
but if you think about it, that's exact because when they come over, we already know the programming. Away from the block, lazy,
Mm.
shiftless, so forth and so on, very aggressive, but and lazy. And then what happens? They give that other person all this stuff, and then what is that other person thinking? That other person is thinking America is wonderful. They give if they give us this, imagine what they give their people. But America don't
The
give their people
satisfaction.
jack.
Exactly. I've had to talk to some nurses about that. That's why I've
Yep.
checked them on several occasions. Hey, watch your mouth, what you say about America. Well, they didn't know, but you don't know our history with the country. We don't get what y'all get.
Exactly.
Right. Y'all are getting something special because they quote unquote call you the best and the brightest, or they want your services to take over. Check this out.
Mm.
Services that Americans are giving already. They want you to come in because think about it. Ever since they landed on these shores, when they saw all these copper complected people here, they have been shipping people in so they can outnumber us.
Yep.
And
Well, Dr.
therefore,
Claude Anderson, he said
Same
it the
with
best.
abortions. They've said that, absolutely. I mean, the
Dr.
Civil Rights
Claude
Act.
Anderson
That next
said it.
thing you know, he's sounding the Immigration Act.
Dr. Claude
right,
said the Democrat Party literally wants to eliminate your ability to compete economically.
Oh,
Because notice they never really discuss or put policies and strategies together that will benefit us economically. It's always they want to give you these little low wage jobs. They literally, I'm telling you, I watched the job numbers during the Biden administration. They were literally putting jobs, part-time jobs, on the statistics for new jobs created. They was
I
they was
saw
putting
that.
jobs on like McDonald's, people working at
Uber,
Dollar
Lyft,
General, yeah, Uber, gig jobs, stuff like that.
gig
No real
jobs.
jobs with benefits. None of that. Brother D, I seen you came into the building. Welcome, my brother. Greetings, greetings. Also, we got Brother Ray in the building. Brother Shaq, I don't know what happened to Brother Z. He dropped off. I don't know why he dropped off, but
oh, he dropped off.
yeah, he dropped off about
Send it
about
back.
20 minutes ago. So hit him back
Okay.
up and tell him to jump back in,
Yeah,
man.
'cause
I don't know if we ain't talking
You
about the
said Brother
subject
Z?
matter.
Who is Brother Z?
Brother Darius. Zarius.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
That's I forget his code name. You talk with him on the phone all the time. He drive the trucks and stuff. He be
Good
driving around.
boy.
Good boy, bro. Good boy. Yeah.
Oh, good boy, good boy. Oh, okay. I don't know. I
Yeah,
sent him the link.
he
I sent him the link.
dropped
I don't
off.
know.
All
Maybe
he
he was.
came in and he dropped maybe in a bad area or something. I don't know.
Maybe his signal bad. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell him, hey, tap back in, man. Maybe he was in the back or something. I don't
Let
know.
me
Maybe
go.
he's
Let me
waiting to
go.
get
Let me
pulled
go
up.
check out the comment section. Maybe he might be in the comment section. Let me check him out. Let me see. But hey, man, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us here today at Urban Matters, man. We're just trying to chop up some of this heavy game today for y'all, man, because
Because this is
it's
very relatable. The reason why we in the position we in, we're gonna stay in the position we in.
yeah.
I'm bringing up a name that's buzzing. Dawson. We was talking about her years ago. Remember when we was on Judge O'Brown's show and Blog Talk? This woman came. She was on the show that did. And these are the people that keep getting in the way. These goddamn charlatans. These goddamn fake doctors that got doctor in front of their name, and it's only doctor because of us.
Oh yeah.
Because of a
Boulets.
trademark, and they taking up so much
Boulets.
space. You know, they get in
They ain't got
positions.
common sense.
They get in positions and they usurp the people and they entertain you and they draw your attention to them and stuff. But you know what I'm saying, for their own entertainment purposes and their own benefit of them gaining some type of public or political status or So let me find this clip of this chick. Getting caught up for this dang on being a doctor. Because this woman was matter of fact, Dawson, this woman was like the head or part of the NAACP out there in LA or some shit, California, something. You know that, right?
I
This
didn't know
Dr.
that.
Sean
No,
Brand chick. Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
And she pulled up. Oh, I need to find her on Facebook, bro.
You
Because
gotta play that.
about a year or two ago, do you know this woman had brought in? She had brought in a Nigerian and like I said, I ain't saying nothing wrong with African immigrants, people. But she had brought in, they had hosted something when they had brought in a Nigerian king or some stuff. They had a whole festival thing out there in California.
Let me. It is something wrong with it, Shaq, because when they trying to bring people that don't align with your ethnicity and your lineage, and the whole time they trying to rename and rebrand you, but then they'll bring somebody in to mimic or copycat you. That's like that boy Drewski. That boy Drewski came out with that skit about how seems like all the movie actors now are foreign tethers. Are foreign. But they playing black roles. Black American roles. Come on. Who can play us better than us? I'm telling you, man, they are literally trying to replace American actors in Hollywood. There is an agenda, especially to replace the indigenous Black Americans. You may have one or two guys still getting rolled, Will Smith and probably Denzel or somebody like that, and like that Idris Elba.
Going after Denzel now.
Yeah, look at Idris Elba. I'm telling you, there is an agenda behind this, man. Everybody that was in Hollywood that made money, Bill Cosby, all of them, even the hip hop industry. We're gonna do a show on that to show you that they trying to hijack hip hop too. They try because you know why? We the backbone of the world, y'all, and they hate it. We are internationally known, like your boy Rob Bass on the microphone. Cause we get stupid, outrageous. Y'all remember what's that? Okay, let's look at Michael Jackson. Let's talk about the Michael Jackson movie that been out, y'all. You see how they portray black fathers who hang in there with their sons and make their sons successful by implementing discipline. If you go watch that Michael Jackson film, they vilified that man in that movie. And instead of showing you that Joe Biden was the reason that why Michael Jackson was a megastar, a billionaire, because of value, principles, and hard working ethic. He showed Mike and them how to not give up, how to not settle for less. God damn it, Joe, if you can come back from heaven right now and whoop my ass and make me out a millionaire, come on back. I'll take that ass whooping right now, Joe.
Well, I
I
think
tell
he was just preparing them for the real world,
right, but look what they
what they
did.
was gonna face.
Right, but look what they did to Deion Sanders and his boys. Look at what they
Yeah,
did to LeVar Ball and his boys.
yeah,
I'm
See,
about to bring that up.
they don't
Hmm.
want the black
it's true.
father
They don't
in
want the black
the
father.
family structure, the black American
It's
father.
true.
Yep.
True.
Look
Come
at
on.
prime example. Watch this. Talking about the
That's
movies
true.
and look at Denzel Washington, right? Look at the movie he did Training Day, and look at the movie he did John Q. Now they came out in the same year, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can do your research, look it up. But what movie did they reward him getting and give him that Oscar or whatever award on?
Correct.
That bullshit movie
Training
Training
Day.
Day.
You play a
That was such a disrespect.
third cop, black cop. Come on, bro. And this nigga played John Q, which was a father fighting for the rights
For his
for his
son.
son and his health problem situation.
And
We
I
going through
think
that
that
stuff
was
right
based
today.
on a true story, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That was based
Whether it's
on a
true or
true
not, it's very
story.
relatable because these things are going on today. Men and women are fighting for the health of their children on lists for kidney things and on lists for leukemia and all type of other, you know what I mean? To this
Yep.
day.
And they
To
will
this
pass
day.
your ass up if you don't fight. They will pass you up and give it to somebody else that don't look like me and you, if you know what
Yep.
I mean. That
Yep.
Yes,
happens
sir.
more than you know.
Yes, sir.
We
Man,
got
well.
That
brother Ray.
hospital got
We
caught
got
for
brother
that.
Ray in the building too, y'all. Gotta let brother Ray get in.
Salute,
Let me play
salute,
this
salute.
clip. Salute, bro Ray. Let me play this clip real quick for y'all, real quick. And we're just trying to get y'all to see some of the stuff that's going on out here, y'all. There's a lot going on right now. Let me see. I got the clip right here. Let me play it. Let me see. Can I blow it up, y'all? Come on, baby. Get right.
I'ma just say Sure.
Hold up. Can y'all see that clip?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Volume up
It's
a little bit.
small. Yeah, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Max it up. Maximize
I'm trying to maximize it. I'm started
it.
back over one time.
Trying to find it.
Good question, my sister. What are y'all doing?
That was a
I'm
clip I
still
That's what
sent
I
trying to
you.
call
figure
them.
out.
They
None.
so called Christians. That's what
Okay,
they doing.
right. So called, you're right.
You so called Christians.
Correct. Correct.
I think I sent you to it on
Jack,
Instagram.
You sent it to me on Instagram, Shaq?
Yeah, yeah, I sent it to you on Instagram. I think Cher on Instagram too. I don't know if
Oh,
she can
Shell got
pull it up.
Sister Shell. You sent it to Sister Shell. You sent it to
what
me.
is it?
Yeah, it's a clip of it's another
What
young
is
black
it?
female talking about talking about Cheyenne Bryant
Okay, let me go find it.
and they scam how these people, like you said, they scam up into the public and they take up so much space. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that the one? What's the name was called on our two Shaq?
Yeah,
Was
Corey
on her
Holcomb.
bumper.
Yeah,
Corey Holcomb.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was on her head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was dropping
He was
stuff
on
on
her.
her.
Yeah, he was on her neck.
But
Yeah.
I was saying, remember, I don't know if you remember when we
She
was back in
a
the day when
plant.
we was on Judge Brown's show. She
Yeah,
was
Y'all
rolling with
breaking
him.
up
She
on me
was
a
on
little
his
bit.
show. We was
I
on there.
remember
I
that.
remember the chick now. I'm like, damn. Now look at these years later. She was making her moves. Getting these circles, getting these, with these people. Doing whatever she do.
Mm-hmm.
How you do it. You know, claim to be a doctor. Your ass ain't got no damn credentials, nigga. Come on, bro. Playing with them, man. Trying to tell you, bro. And people got to be more cautious, like you said, of charlatans that come around like that. You know.
These
Smile
people
in your
be
face.
plant, Shaq.
Yeah, they
Infiltrators.
plants for sure.
This the one you talking about, Shaq?
Plants, and you gotta watch who you roll and who you align. That's why I don't roll. I roll a different type of way. I just can't.
Well, the easy thing, my grandmama told me, Dawson, growing up, right? Is just ask questions. If it's something you unsure of, just ask a question. And if, especially when you talking about people that's new or people coming around, if they,
Hmm.
just ask questions. You know, you ain't gotta be, super aggressive toward them. Just ask certain questions that's common sense questions, and the easy common sense questions they're not able to answer. That's when you got to scratch your head and say, "Let me take a step back." Let me take a step back.
Mm.
you
Is
know,
this it, Shaq?
let me see.
I just want to show
I,
Alright.
I think that
No.
baddie's chain is a little bit too
Yeah,
tight
yeah,
around her
that's
neck.
it.
In this
That's
church
it.
outfit, at the end of the day, she said, I don't care what y'all think. Degrees, finishing school, that don't matter. Y'all hoes still gonna buy my book.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
The
it.
haters can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, I'm still Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I'm still
Oh,
on the
it's breaking
y'all
up a
sitting
little bit.
at home on your phones. Integrity, went out the door in 2020. So it's a shame. The only thing that matters based to an audience is how you make feel. I don't care that she it's not that deep, as so many of you guys have said, and that's problematic because you will follow somebody based off of the parasocial relationship you have developed because you don't know your damn self. And Dr. Cheyenne Brand makes you
That's
feel
what
good
it
about the
is.
bullshit that you don't want to sit. So you're gonna still buy her book. The Breakfast Club is still gonna platform her, and she's still gonna make millions of dollars without having a degree, being a grifter, being a fraud, and nobody really cares. That emotional investment that her fans have in her as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is still strong, and everything that happened that last week, yeah, right? So here we are, having people be grifters, calling herself a therapist. Did I ever say I was a therapist? Y'all said that. But this y'all right? I think
Mm-mm-mm. That's
Mm.
it.
Mm. See, there you go.
That's it. I think what it is, man, especially us, our sisters and our brothers. Y'all see how I say that, sisters and our brothers? See, they can't hijack that because, see, that's that energy. You got to have that energy to be labeled as a sister or a brother. See, a tether can't pick up on that energy. You feel what I'm saying? But I
Mm-mm.
think a lot of the times what the problem is with our sisters and brothers, we'll fall for anything and won't stand for nothing. We'll fall for anything. Anybody that sound important, anybody that fits the status quo, anybody that um, is basically has the identity to be accepted, we go for it. We go for what the definition of success to us, we get it from our oppressors. We let them verify and validate everything that we supposed to trust. And everything that we should trust, we label it as conspiracy. We label Urban Matters BMG TV as conspiracy. We say Cher and Shaq and all them, oh, they be talking about all that esoteric stuff. Things that make you think. That's what we're intelligent thinkers here. Y'all ain't ready for that. That's why you're failing. That's why you're following anybody into a burning building. And that's exactly what the Democrats are doing today. And that's why the name of our show is Democrat Fatigue. People are tired, especially these young folks. Like these young folks on this platform right here, Brother Shaq and Brother Chef. People tired of that stuff, man.
Yeah,
They
they
ain't
are.
going for that no more. They ain't going for the butter biscuit brigade. You can't come at them and do the bus stop and the electric slide and have a fish fry, then think they just gonna come out here and lose their damn mind and vote. You can't get them with catfish nuggets while
I was
everybody else
just.
around them.
Mhm.
Go ahead, sister.
No, it's funny you said that because I was just told one of the council members that I called out at City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
We met with her yesterday, the Salinas lady that was trying. We was about to lose $114 million because she didn't want
Mm.
HPD to work with ICE. Okay, and she It's funny, we was in a meeting with her and she was like, yeah, y'all, I want y'all to, raise a fuss and speak about the issues we have that need to be resolved in Houston. But it's funny she changed her tone because she was like, well, we're all Houstonians. Oh, it went from protecting your illegal
I,
people.
you know what I asked her, Dawson? Like I said, this is another one of those moments where you ask a simple question. Okay,
LGBT
ma'am, that's fine.
community, you went from that
But you know what I asked her,
saying
Dawson?
Houstonians. And
I
I
asked her,
told
yeah,
her,
I
hold
said,
on, Shaq.
give me your definition of what a Hustonian is.
Well, the thing is, no, this is how you train them. See, because this is what she said. Well, we want y'all to raise a fuss, but do it nicely. And I said politely, well, no, everybody got to be accountable for what they do, right? So long as
Hmm.
you're doing what you're supposed to do in your job, you don't have to worry about that being. See what I'm saying, y'all, is being nice. That ain't in my generation. I'm just telling you now. We finna tell you we gonna be respectful, but we gonna let it be known what it is too. But Shaq, she's saying that with the Histonian, she's saying that because she got
Hmm.
exposed. Okay. And you don't think, and I go to the Republicans, hey, write a bill. They not carrying their seats, they pushing agendas, move them up out them seats like you did the HISD school board and appoint somebody. Get them out of there.
Yeah, you got to get him out of there. The reason why I asked a historian, because like I said, I wanted to see what her mentality is. I would have asked her, okay, well, what do you consider a historian? Give me the the historical on what a historians do, what they represent, and who they are. Don't just throw it out there. Don't just throw that out there like I'm not gonna ask you a follow up question, man. You can't play me like that. You feel me? I don't go off like you said those good buzzwords. Tell me what
Hmm.
does that mean to you? You know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, she got to switch the language now because, excuse me, you've been called out because you trying to push one agenda for your people. And please
Hmm.
don't come with the LGBT. See, if you keep, we have to keep our neck on their bumpers. We just have to keep our foot on their neck. I'm sorry, because they're not going to get it. See, the
Hmm.
reason they do us the way they do us because we don't speak up and we don't say nothing. And then what is it like a burning house? When we see the smoke, we don't pay attention. Then the room on fire. Next thing you know, we want to holler and scream when the house done burned down and collapse. And now you want to call the fire department. Enough is enough.
But Sister Shep, this is where they understand us better than we understand us, because our people, the Sun people,
That's true.
we have that don't worry, be happy kind of attitude. And when they
Hmm.
stepped on these shores, they could give us a little trinket, a shiny little trinket, and we give them 20 acres. And we still do it. Our representatives get there. They give them a little trinket. Just like you was talking about with the barbecues. They give us them little trinkets, a little bit of attention, and then we give it all up. And you're right. That's what we gotta stop. We gotta start moving in in power and in knowledge, because these people, and nowadays it is very important to do like Brother Shaq say, and that is, what does that mean to you? Because people redefine so many words
That's
nowadays.
true.
It's like, because something as simple as the word woke. Woke used to mean an intelligent brother who done woke up to the system and blah 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 blah.
That's
So
what
this
our
brother,
language was.
right? But then they co-opted that and turned it into some gay stuff, so that the people who don't read will think that they're against. I'm using this term just because of the audience, African Americans or black people. And so now they can say, oh, they're against the woke agenda. They're against black folk. When and then they attach that even more to DEI. And then we get to saying, oh, DEI is for us and they're against us, because our people will not read. And so we gotta, you know, this whole agenda of bombard the airwaves with lies and innuendo. It has to stop. It has to be a way for us, and I don't know, but it has to be a way for us to stop this. We gotta, like you say, get louder and start becoming the squeaky wheels. Because the only way our wheels squeak is in the ballot box for what? The president.
Yep. Bro, Mark,
Yeah.
this is how we
Yes.
stop it. We stop people like these people right here. Look at the screen right quick, y'all. You see this who the NAACP is supporting right here. See that? That's who they supporting. They
Right.
supporting these people. But the black people, how you saying you are the African American
For colored
support
people.
group, but the people that you supporting is the blue.
Come on. And
And
they
the
not
blue and the
colored.
white. Come on. I'm trying to
Right.
figure this stuff out, man.
Right.
And Jay, okay, speaking of the NAACP,
They're not even
I
colored.
want to share something else with y'all. My brother, welcome to the show. We just
Yes,
in here
y'all
giving their
rolling.
ass this work.
Yep,
We getting their
I
ass that
feel.
work, man.
I'm feeling you.
We had to do it, man. Somebody got to do it. I'm tired of these jokers. I'm tired of these tired Negroes. Listen to these Negroes here. They want our black colleges that are athletes
Oh my God.
announce the colleges in the South that they going to. Y'all
Right.
gotta hear this.
I listened to that and it made no sense.
Here we go. Let me run it.
Okay. Nonsensical
Let
stuff.
me know y'all can hear it.
When it comes through, brother Juice, I'll stop running my mouth. Okay.
It's
This makes
it's a humming noise, brother Juice. We can't
Yeah, I
hear
think that
this.
dry bone. Dry
Ev-
bone hit mute for me.
Everybody go on mute.
Yeah, I'm going mute. I ain't
Everybody go
nothing.
on mute.
There we
It's
go.
gone now.
Okay, go ahead. Now go. Okay. I don't hear no
Now pay
sound. Maybe I
attention.
need to
How is
turn
black
it.
represents? You don't hear it? You don't hear it, Sister Chef?
no.
Let me see if I can
Can't hear it,
find it on
Sister
my
Chef?
end. Try it again. I'm
I can't hear it.
no,
That sound
no,
going. That
no,
Okay.
was a ceiling fan.
No.
no.
I
No.
don't hear nothing.
Let's try it.
Try to find it. Hold on.
Y'all can hear it.
Nothing. Nothing yet, brother Juice.
No. It's what is the headquarters NAACP? Let me try to find it. Hold on.
They all
See if I can
live
say it
in
on my
Headquarters
end.
news.
they all live in Florida.
Headquarters
Everybody,
news.
they all
Okay.
live in Florida.
Okay.
If y'all don't know that, they all the NAACP people live in Florida. This was
No.
all foretold during COVID when they were telling people not to come to Florida, yet they live here. So it's
Ain't that something?
yeah,
Throwback Thursday.
yeah. But the NAACP is controlled by the Kazan, so this is like
Of
That's right.
course.
a no brainer to
Of
me. I'm like,
course.
And it makes absolutely no sense. So you're gonna tell them to boycott their future,
right,
but you're not gonna do anything to enhance their future or tell you a plan
correct.
where when you boycott, this is what we are
No
going to
one
do
black should be
for
on
you.
a playing field of institutions.
There it is. There it
There
Crazy.
is,
you go.
brother.
There you go.
Okay,
Okay.
y'all can hear it.
I can hear it
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play it.
In this moment when black representation is under attack, it is important for the CBC to keep in their tradition of being the moral of the Congress, but the moral of conscience of this country. No representation, no revenue, no one black should be on a playing field of institutions that's living off of our labor, and yet in states that are seeking to reinstitute a sharecropping reality. It is not the responsibility of black America to hold individuals who should know better accountable for doing better. As soon as the United States Congress stand united to ensure our Constitution represent all of us, we will be a better nation as a result. NAACP this morning, in solidarity with the CBC, we are calling on athletes who are coming out of high school not to attend any state-funded schools of states that have moved to minimize our right to vote, to minimize our ability to elect candidates of our choice, and states that are seeking to create a sharecropping reality. Whether that state be Missouri or Mississippi, whether that state is South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, or Florida. 55% of all African Americans live in the former Confederate South. With the 55% of us who live in the former Confederate South, we will not tolerate a Confederate mentality on our labor, on our ability to contribute, and our ability to have representation.
Yeah, I heard that, Brother Mark.
In
Hold
this
on.
moment,
Let me bring it back.
funded schools of state for our Constitution represent all of us, we will be a better nation as a result. NAACP this morning, in solidarity with the CBC, we are calling on athletes who are coming out of high school not to attend any state-funded schools of states that have moved to minimize our right to vote, to minimize our ability to elect candidates of our choice, and states that are seeking to create a sharecropping reality. Whether that state be Missouri or Mississippi, whether that state is South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, or Florida.
These niggas is crazy.
With 55 in the former Confederate South, we tolerate a Confederate mentality on our labor, on our ability to contribute, and our ability to be to have representation. In this moment, our democracy is in crisis. This is not about partisanship. This is about true representation. And for the NAACP, we will fight with all we have in solidarity with the Congressional Black Caucus to ensure that we have representation, or if we don't, we will withhold the talent that play on the football field or on the basketball court, be them men or female, in this moment.
These niggas is crazy.
They lost
At this
their
point,
damn mind.
this shit is brilliant. At this point,
They
this is
lost their
the most
damn
brilliant, janky ass strategy I've ever seen in my life. At this point, they ain't got shit else. They just throwing shit on the wall to see if it stick right now. They are out of ammunition. They are so desperate right now, the Democrat Party. Y'all want to be a part of this bullshit? They have no plan. That's why the Republicans are kicking their ass, because they are fucking clueless.
No, their time is up. You
You
can't
think these
holler
jitty
about
boys want to just...
You can't
They're
holler
gonna
about
give up.
racism if you've been racist to your own communities. It's like Trump said when he called out John Lewis's first term and Clyburn, James Clyburn in Carolina, Jim James, whatever his name is, Clyburn. Y'all got shit. Y'all cities look like shithole countries. $5 billion. Where the money going?
Right.
That
Where's
nigga
money?
say we.
So how you
we-
gonna say racism? Y'all been there 20, 30, 40 years and y'all communities look like that? How's it racist?
Please tell me.
We gave you 20 years, 30, 40, 50, 60. What are we doing?
Been winning it hands down. That's the problem. You're not representing the community, CBC.
No, you representing yourself and taking money for yourself.
And just like Drabone just say, most of their asses in the South. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Let me see if I can break this shit down to y'all real quick. Everybody knows that the majority of true black Americans are in the South. That's why AOC coming down here. Did y'all see AOC in Alabama with the whole bulletproof glass up? Somebody go find that. Go find that. She down here with that, and she done code switch. Yeah. She got ain't nothing wrong. Talking like she blacker than black.
I said she had bulletproof, and for what reason?
We pulling up on the South. That's what she said. She using our language, yeah.
And Cory
that's
Booker,
how you know.
And Cory Booker too. Don't forget Cory Booker was with her.
Why they not in their own areas? You from New York.
Right.
You are from New York, AOC. Why are you in Alabama? Because they need the black voters in the South to change their minds. We waking up.
But Dr. Juice, get her area. Her area got prostitution. Look up AOC area. Oh, y'all who really want to know. I tell people, don't
we need to start doing that.
Just look up her local area. I seen it. I was just there, with my peoples, and man, her area got all. They complaining against her. They complaining against her. Her area.
Go ahead and play that, Sister Shell. Let me go fix my coffee real quick. Play that right there, y'all.
Okay.
Just like Jasmine Crockett.
For the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. It is time for all of us to come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and let them know exactly what they have uncorked with this injustice. They think they can draw us out of power. They do not know the sleeping giant that they just awakened. For the North to pull up to the South.
Oh, my God.
Yes, her seat gonna be at jeopardy too, huh?
Let me say this. Do they don't even understand the mentality of a Southerner. If they say
don't come down here with that. Don't come down here with that.
It's time for the North
come down
to
here. We gonna pull up on her ass. That's why Jasmine Crockett didn't come to certain areas in Houston. She got her ass ran out, just like Kamala.
Exactly.
But y'all should know this. If I have not been to
pull
the
up
North,
if you want to. You better
there's
ask
a lot of people
Green
from the
and Sheila
South.
and them.
There's a lot of people from the South in the North. They got Alabama clubs, Mississippi clubs up there. I don't know if y'all been up north or have y'all lived up north, but New York, Massachusetts, Boston, Michigan, Chicago for sure. Where you think they went?
Right. That's where we went.
Come on. That's
but that's man. But that's what the Exodus was. Right. But what I'm saying is when you say stuff like that, the North is gonna pull up on the South. And you act
doing?
like we dumb, stupid, and don't know no better.
You ain't, but the South, them niggas up there, I'm telling you straight up. I don't know everybody in your own area. I do travel. They believe in this shit, bro. I don't know where y'all been at. These black folks believe what she said. They will go and believe this bullshit, and because they're gonna need the blacks to create the race war. The race war cannot happen without the black folks.
So what I'm saying though is when they come down, when you come down trying to belittle Northern blacks, trying to belittle Southern blacks, that ain't gonna go down too good. That's gonna be
they really ain't Northern. I'm just trying to tell you, they really ain't Northern. They Southern blacks that went up north and became
exactly.
There you go. That's a great point, brother.
I mean, you from the South. You from the South. They go up north, and then
now you're uppity.
Right. So now they're doing that's why they're gonna create the Civil War, because that's the same thing that happened back in the day. How you gonna have a black army in the North then? If just think about it, how you gonna have a black army already in the North to fight? That don't even make sense. If we think about it, they had the fight in Massachusetts, the 54th. The 54th was already a black infantry already prepared. So obviously, black folks all over the place. The problem is the black folks have they going along with this Democrat shit. If you think about it, look at Whoopi Goldberg. Y'all been watching? Y'all see Whoopi Goldberg was saying some crazy shit. The View, this the Black Caucus, but the Spanish Caucus is stronger than them now. I don't know where y'all. I know the Spanish.
We have it here. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is strong here.
I'm doing local government.
Way stronger than ours.
They right now.
And they ain't rocking with it.
That's right. If y'all watch the local government, and even your boys said what we've been saying. They said what we've been saying on these shows. They said that the local government should be watched the most, because that's the group that can fool you the most.
Right. And we don't show up in the local. That's and they do. And that's how And that's
Yeah,
how
we
they get their
working
vote.
on it. We working on it with a different generation of voters, because we know a lot of the older ones got them chains on they brain, like Sister
On
Jessica
their
said,
minds.
Yep.
on their mind. Yeah, you're sick in the head and you're sick in your spirit.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I seen down here. Now y'all know we got Homestead Air Force Base flew over Florida. A whole crew. They came down. You should have seen the planes flying over us just yesterday. They go to Homestead Air Force Base. They gonna do something to Cuba.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He done
Huh?
been indicted.
Really?
He done been indicted. Yeah. They done charged him. They done charged Castro with murder of 4 Americans back in 1994 when they shot down 2 planes.
Mm-hmm.
And they say this is an example of what we mean when we say if you do something to an American, we don't care how long, we will get you. And they indicted what's his name? Julio Castro,
Julio
whichever one he is.
Now
Yeah.
he ain't the
He
president.
That's the
94 years
son.
old.
Who is
Now
that?
he was he's the ex president. They got somebody in place, but you see how they going into the countries. But that's done by the Vatican. Everybody, anytime you deal with Latin America, if you got a Latin dictionary, it means Vatican rule. That's all it means. So they
Catholic.
under the Vatican, and so they are bringing all the Franciscan orders over here. And
Yes,
all
sir.
the Jesuit schools in Florida, and brother Juice, you already, brother Mac, you already should know all these Jesuit schools in Florida. Y'all ain't noticed this?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, man, come on.
But yeah, this and but see that's what I'm saying. They are moving in. They get ready to move. They setting up the thing to do the same thing to Cuba they did to Venezuela.
Right.
Yeah.
And now,
I heard
Cuba's the
that.
Godfather
But
movie. It's the
But it's the
Godfather
only
movie.
thing.
It's the
They
Godfather
go
movie.
down there. They go down there fucking with Cuba.
But
Y'all know that goddamn Russia.
we need to
Russia got
adjust.
a damn submarine base right there, about 50
Oh,
miles off of
I
Miami.
forgot about that. You
Guantanamo.
right about that.
Guantanamo.
God
Guantanamo.
damn.
But
I
Yeah,
forgot
Russia
about that.
and Cuba like this here.
But hold on, but that show you all
wait.
together because Russia and Cuba and United States got a Guantanamo base in the same
Yes,
country. That's
yes,
part of the New World Order agreement.
yes.
They are
Come on.
together. Ain't like they ain't together. They are together, and
Make it make sense.
and they gonna go down there and take over Cuba, and they gonna open it up like the mafia. Watch the Godfather movie again. They gonna open up Cuba back to the Godfather days, where Cuba was gonna be with the casinos, with all this gambling going on. They already showing they're gonna make gambling out of the Middle East. Because I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't watch what these people saying on CNN, if you really want to see politics, just watch CNN. CNN show you, and Sister Sher, you would test these people don't know nothing. They have got clones, and this is my opinion. I'm gonna shut up. They are clones in politics. These people ain't real. How you gonna sit up there and Sister Sher could tell you? She said she went to the people. These people ain't responding. They actors. And what we gotta do now, the local people, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, and you don't have to listen to me. I don't care. But they're gonna actually rise up through the unions. When the unions find out we've been betrayed, and you see what's going on with all of the industry today, they're collapsing.
It
All
is.
is going to consolidate so they can create autonomous union where they don't need people, and that's where the people gonna wake up, because once you realize your job and everything you live for gonna be taken over, we ain't gonna wake up until that, because our people believe in the Democratic Party, man. If y'all go around, you all know, Sister Sher, you know, the fact that our people would not fight against what Sister Sher was saying about the immigrants, that show you how powerful the Democratic Party got on the minds of our people. That's why what you did, Sister Sher, is a case study. I'm using that as a case study.
Yeah, a
Bro,
friend of mine said the same thing. You're
That's
right.
a case study.
they won't even
Case
fight for
study.
God, the highest power in the universe. They
Thank
won't
you.
even
So-called
defend
Christian.
God.
Yes, thank you. That's what I want y'all to see. Because
This is
And
some real.
let me validate what Mark and you guys and Brother Dry Bones,
I'm gonna
what you're
pull that
saying
up.
right now. Here is Judge Janine, right? Y'all know she's appointed as, I think she's Trump's
Brother
attorney
Juice, let me
general.
stop sharing that. Hold on.
That's a good video. I seen that.
Okay, go
Now
ahead.
this shows you right here that anarchy is on the way. That's why you see the Democrats coming down here in the South. These people are literally trying to implement a race war.
No doubt.
That is what's about to take place, y'all. They trying to amp you up when you get nothing out of the whole damn fight, but they want you to go and fight for the same shit you've been fighting for the last 65, 70 years, maybe 100 years. But I'm telling you, they're going to blame it all on Trump. They're going to make you get out there and get your goddamn head bust open. And you don't even know how to weaponize yourself. You don't even know how to use weapons, most of you black Americans. Y'all depending on the Democrats to protect you. One thing I can say about these white boys and some people like Brother Mark that's military minded, bro, we got a lot of shit, boy. We got a lot of shit, and we know how to fight. We know how to hunt. We know how to fish. We'll go out there and be on that goddamn what's that movie? Red Dawn on your ass and be out there hiding in the woods, out there in the damn trees, surviving. You niggas from up north don't know how to survive like that. Let me play the video, but what she's doing, Trump put together an executive order. Well, y'all want to let these Black Lives Matter and all these teens come out here with all this bullshit rioting? They're going to start charging the parents for the shit if you can't control your kids.
I saw that. Brother Dry Bones, what we talking about that?
Yeah, we did. That's why I love y'all. That's why I love y'all, because we looking at the same thing that we got. I mean, all our eyes on this program is open. That's
listen. They not fucking off.
Yeah.
And now y'all gonna get mad. But look, it don't say, oh, we gonna go at the black teens. They say we going at the fucking teens and their parents. They don't give a fuck if you black, white, Chinese. They don't give a fuck.
Hey, I was so happy when I seen it. I got happy as hell. I'll go ahead.
Me too.
Oh, the teens have nothing to all of that. Okay. So these kids, these teens, if you want to call them kids, they need to find something productive to do. And parents, that's your job. That's not our job. And I am sick and tired of people saying to me, oh, the teens have nothing to do. Yes, they do. The Department of Parks and Recreation has over 1,700 individual programs for teens. And parents take advantage of this and have your kids get involved in everything from basketball, baseball, boxing, tennis,
swimming,
ballet,
tennis,
cheerleading,
baseball,
kickball, track and field. And honestly, parents, there's a softer side to this. We don't want your kids victimized either, and neither should you. And that requires that you do something about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So again.
It is. Now let me play this other clip right here too.
Yeah.
Where
in 2017,
Farrakhan been telling us for this shit for the longest.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Just by thinking about it.
Gotta pay the bills real quick.
Meet Base 44.
Brothers are in bad shape. And I have warned all of you. I told you that the army was coming.
Farrakhan like a broken clock. He right twice a day.
I told you to get your act together and clean up your act, because they're coming with a mind to slaughter us. Have I said it? Not just for a year, but for 3 decades. I have been warning you about the government of America planning a war not only with a Muslim overseas, but with black people and the Nation of Islam in America. Have I not done that?
Okay. So again, that's
there it is.
Okay,
there it is.
Now I'm gonna tell you, man, because you don't hit me. Now look, I've been Farrakhan, I've been with the Nation, I've been with the Yahwehs, and let me just say this: they did not know this without white intelligentsia. They pretend they got that. A lot of from white intelligentsia, folks in the military was the ones that told them a lot of, because you need a military. First of all, when you're in a military rule, who would be the ones who the rulers? The military. They have to be the ones that tell you what's coming. So in the Nation, the same thing happened, and the same thing. Now he the only one. Now I want y'all to realize some shit here. Out of all the leaders of that era, They never went after Farrakhan. They went after Yahweh Ben Yahweh and Malachi Zeke York for the Nuwabians. They were the biggest. They got
Khalid Muhammad.
They went with Khalid. They killed him. They killed
him.
Khalid. I was around Khalid.
I was blame it on high blood pressure. Yeah,
right. They killed him, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, when you play those type of tapes, you got to realize you got to explain to the people what they're hearing, because he said he told them, yeah, he told you. They also told you they're gonna kill Malcolm. They told him that too, because ain't no way you can have two people kill a dude, knock him off, and now you exonerate them, but everybody okay with that. So I know we crazy. When I seen they was okay with Malcolm X people being exonerated, I said, man, our people lost, man, because that showed you they was actually COINTELPRO.
Yes, sir.
And yet we use these words back in the day, and yet, I mean, I seen them in my own eye. I'm telling you straight up, there's no way Farrakhan, and everybody has the right to play him. There's no way Farrakhan cannot tell me, after being with Scientology, which everybody got amnesia now.
Yes.
You gonna forgot he was in Scientology? A. Ron Hubbard hated niggas. Look up A. Ron Hubbard. He hated niggas, and you gonna tell me he joined up with Scientology?
So he got his picture in his house.
Yeah, y'all do what y'all believe, but we ain't going that route. I can tell you that right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, just look it up. A. Ron Hubbard talked about black folks when he went to South Africa. We played it. And Brother Juice, you heard it. We played this a long time ago. L. Ron Hubbard of Scientology, because the Nation of Islam, we had a lot of people got mad at the Nation of Islam for joining that, because here's a guy, and you see how they treat people. They rich as hell. They want celebrities. You should hear how they talk in their meetings. And people don't go to these things, but I used to go. And they rich. They rich as hell. They in South Florida on the A1A and Coconut Grove, and I-95 got the richest building on I-95. And see if I'm lying. I see it every day. See if I'm lying. Now, how you join that?
That's why we need that history.
How you join that? And then you're gonna come on after they killed, man, something ain't right with this shit. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I'm looking at facts that I've seen through my time frame. There's no way that the Nation of Islam, they don't even have the firearms no more. When we grew up, the Nation of Islam,
isn't that what Malcolm was complaining about?
He was complaining about now they killed right.
Where's the hospitals? Where's the farms? Where's the grocery stores? Okay,
correct.
Go ahead.
Now you killed all these people off, and now we acting like they ain't killed these people. The problem is, man, our people, like Bob Marley said, I will give him credit. They slay our prophets. Our people don't care. They don't kill Kobe. Kobe was gonna fight the pharmaceutical family.
Yeah, sure was.
They killed Dr. Seavey. His wife had
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, and his wife killed Dr. Seavey because they got
the one he was with.
The wife told on him. He got caught in the airport with undeclared cash, and that's when they grabbed him. Look it up. That's when they grabbed that.
Boy, you be waiting for a man to take you down, and this your own woman.
It's the wife.
Or a sister take.
Look at now, Eric. Hold on. The president of Haiti, for all our Haitian brothers who listening, the president of Haiti, his wife in Florida. After she killed him off, she came to Florida.
Yep,
what I heard.
Remember that.
She here right now.
So it is true. She gave him up. They talking about she was in Florida fighting for her life. I was like, well, why would they fly her to Florida?
Because
if they went after both of them.
Because that's what
boy.
Well, you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand.
Take down and it be the woman. Damn.
You gotta understand, our people love fake news. That's where they get all their fake news from these fake news outlets. And so they're gonna tell you the narrative that they want to tell you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why Urban Matters BMG, we do what we do over here, and we control the narrative. Because I'm not gonna have that on my conscience when I'm laying 10 feet and 6 feet down, thinking about how I done misled and deceived and done failed my damn next future generations. I know it. I know our ancestors right now rolling around in their graves, man. So
but I think the ancestors are rising.
Oh, they rising up.
The energy that we exerting is from the ancestors. I don't care what nobody say, because I know when I spoke at city council, I know it felt like something came over me.
Yes,
hey, yo, boy, you will find off.
Yes, it did. and you
I
hit
get
them.
fired up every time I see it. I get fired up.
Now, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. Like I said, I didn't do it this week because we had a problem. But I'm gonna tell you, Brother Ray heard that, and I'm gonna put it on because what's happening is the local government, like we all been saying, you can't change the federal government till you change your local government.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's civics 101.
Absolutely.
We working on it. We working on it. We got a plan, Brother Dry Bones. We finna flip this. I know where I'm at.
Brother D, what's up, boy? You been quiet, boy? You don't got it. You don't replace that janky ass microphone.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with my mic, man. I've been traveling. I've been traveling.
Hey, did you pass by Al Sharpton and them out there on the Edmund Pettus Bridge when you went back to Alabama? When you went back to Montgomery?
No, man. I had stopped and listened to all those election. Your boy got back. He back in office.
Oh yeah,
Andre.
Who's that?
Oh, he won the sheriff. Okay, we got the sheriff out there. He won. Okay, drop on. We supposed to go out there and tap in with the sheriff out there.
Say the sheriff's name, man. What's the sheriff's name? Give everybody the sheriff's name.
His name Andre Brunson. Andre Brunson. He's from my city. He's from. I grew up. His father and my father worked together, and he moved to Tuskegee. So he was Tuskegee football coach for years out there in Macon County, Alabama, and the brother won sheriff again.
Get him on here, bro. Get him on.
That's
good. Beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, all that is Indian territory, by the way. Indigenous Indian territory, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Brother, every acre of the United States Indian territory.
That's Macon County.
Tuscaloosa. Okay. I don't know the county.
No, it's Macon County, Tuskegee.
Tuskegee area, yeah.
Okay.
So you know the ancestral spirit and power all out there, man. You know that, man. Come on. But yeah, that brother, good brother. He's an FBA, Black American brother. Salute to that brother, man. He been holding it down. And man, let me tell you something. He a powerful brother, man. People don't understand the sheriff is a very powerful position. See, this is what we need to be supporting, Black Americans. Stop worrying about the damn nationals election. Stop worrying about it. Just like Drop On say, if you can't control nothing locally, then you just you just pissing in the wind. That's what you're doing. Because I mean, I asked a brother today. He want to go back and forth with me about the elections and midterms and all, and coming up in 2028. I say, brother, tell me who is the name of your local representative, House representative.
Don't know it.
He couldn't tell me. I said, you see what I'm talking about? But you want to sit here and talk to me. You want to sit here and try to debate with somebody who understands exactly.
That's how you shut them up.
I study foreign policy all day. I study global economics all day. But you want to have a debate with me, and you stuck on you can't get out the damn playoffs. Yep.
No. Well, that's crazy.
That's true.
They even talk about the Voting Rights Act. Well, every time, why that has to be voted on every 26 years or 25 years to act. Okay, when you had the Democrats that had power, why didn't they vote for it to make an actual bill, an actual law?
There you go.
Huh? And you claim it's being gutted. Baby, it's an act. It's different from a bill. See, that's how dumb people are, though.
What happened, Sister Shetty? They kept playing in our face.
Act.
They kept playing in our face.
Voting Rights Act.
And yeah.
See,
and now we here.
You know, let me add something. One thing I noticed about all this traveling, when you look at, say, drug dealers, they'll show the younger people the benefits of being a drug dealer. Oh, you can have this car, you can have all this cash. They show them this. But when it comes to private life, they don't see the benefit because they hear their parents complaining about going to work, co-workers, neighbors, driving. This is just they hear this. So when they go to their schools or other events, you know, they get to decide everything is rainbow colors and beautiful. This don't happen, but the parents, they see how their parents suffer. So now what I'm saying is that they they don't see the benefit of or want to go to work. They don't see that benefit. And so that's one thing I was talking to the parents. I said, well, you got to stop complaining so much was, the stuff. I know you hurt because I've been seeing so many parents just fall out. Well, we can't control them. So even in Tuskegee, if they send a major company, they'll say, well, we need a workforce. Because most of the federal, a lot of people don't know, most of some of these federal contract or grants, you got to have so many low income people able to work. If you can't meet that standard, you can't get the business in there because that's part of the grant. So the biggest thing, I think we're gonna have to do a restructure. We're gonna have to really educate the parents on what they're saying, and because they don't see the benefit by looking at their parents, what they've been going through, and then they go, well, why should I work? I can go ahead and say I get more stuff selling drugs because I'm just hearing my parents complain 24 hours a day. And that's one thing we have to be careful about that because that's why it's all over the world. When you start dealing with us, all our parents, from my mother, my father, my grandmother, all that, they complain so much, and then we grow up hearing the same thing. Then we start complaining, and then our children come up, they hear the same thing. So they go, well, I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to do something else. So now they can't get a workforce, and that's what I'm seeing around a lot of smaller towns. They cannot get a workforce, and
them smaller towns actually collapsing. Brother D.
Well, because of this, they in certain cities they'll get citizen checks, might be $500-$700. They'll give them checks. In Montgomery,
Just to stay in the city, rural areas.
Well, no, some of them we call them crazy checks. They look like gas station people. They just walking around. They got checks.
Oh wow!
Living with their mom.
It is ridiculous. Only thing they get a crazy check. That's what we call it too. They get a crazy if they get their child put on an IEP. And
I had a friend did that. You right.
Right.
That was
Once
wrong.
you get
That
them,
was wrong. We figured that out too. You right.
Yeah, and then that kid can get a check from now on.
Because see,
down and housing.
You know what we've been taught. Go to school or go to college and get a job. Well, I went to college, had a job. But look what happened. I wasn't prepared for bigotness out in the job. Boulets out in the job. Then you come home, man, you complaining. You want to compare? I didn't know that exists. When I came out of school, everything was roses. Came out, started working, and here's the real life. Then you go home, you taking that stuff home.
Well, it's all about what I see. I can't vibe with that because I
don't know why. Because
I always, let me finish. I was always taught you got to be 10 times better, and you got to basically have a salesman mentality. So if I get 10 no's, go ahead on and go for that 11th one because that might be your yes. But it was a never say die attitude. And I agree, everybody ain't taught like that, and everybody ain't taught with that hunger. And that's what we got to get as a community to have that type of hunger. Because
how long you been working?
Since I was about what you want to call work? You want to call legal work? Legal work since I was 15.
Yeah, work.
Well, I can go back further than that because I was going.
That's basic. That's just.
Tell us in your mind when you feel you work. When in your mind you feel you work. We don't worry about our minds. Tell us when you felt you worked in your mind.
I started working at 6 years old. I was
Okay.
walking around picking up cans and bottles.
Okay, there you go. There you
So
go.
so what you saw the value and the benefit with that?
Getting that 5 cent like we used to do.
Right? Yeah. And then I can go get some. Well, my mama won't buy no sweet cereal. I can buy my own Captain Crunch. You know what I mean?
Now, okay.
Or whatever it is. But
Because
go ahead on.
They took bottles. Now I can't speak for y'all states, but our states took bottles back, and we would get.
That's what
Back
Florida
in the
did.
day, it started with 5. It was like 5 cents back in the day. Then it with a dime, but we would collect 5 cent cans to get candy.
Yep.
So,
go ahead on, D. I'm listening.
Now you grown now.
Same.
With that work, can you buy a house like that? Can you buy a house like that?
No,
I sure can.
Same concept.
Thank you.
And
so,
same concept. It's the same concept. You're gonna find whatever it takes. When I found the can to get me candy, I found the job to get me a house. Same concept.
Right. And
I think what we're saying, I think we kind of saying the same thing, but we just kind of. I think I kind of understand what D say. D is saying how we've been miseducated to think that the best thing and the best rule of thumb was to go to college, because college will always be able to enable you to get that job. But now that we've woke up, that's just not the case anymore. Because
I'm for vocational training. I'm not college. Everybody ain't going to college.
They took the vocational training out.
That's my point.
They did take it out.
And it was in jail. For those who've been to jail, jail had vocational. A lot of our brothers and sisters got educated in jail. Became great lawyers.
They took it out of the schools, but you still have vocational schools in every doggone city.
Yeah.
It's a vocation.
I think what we need to pay attention to the key word that we keep using is they. We keep saying they instead of us.
Well,
I remember back when I was coming up, when I was young, and Mark, you could attest to this, we had our own commerce area in our town where we had drugstores, we had grocery stores, we had supermarkets, we had businesses all over, cab businesses. Right. We had a Tulsa, Oklahoma, right here in my little city. And so what we did, they tricked us. I think Sister Sherry, you sent me something today about what happened to the black community. Do you still got that video?
I can play that. Yeah, I can play that next. Let me know when you.
This what happened. What happened was they tricked us to go off to college and leave all the wealth that we thought wasn't wealth. We left it behind. And we traded integration. We traded ownership for integration. We're going to play that clip real quick with Sister Sherry, y'all. Hold that thought. Hold that thought right there. Play it, Sister Sherry. Run it.
You know what's crazy? We've been so brainwashed, so conditioned that we really believe that a politician is going to come and fix our lives. Let's talk about it. Some of y'all out here really repping for teams like this is a game. Democrats versus Republican, like either one of them has been fighting for black folks' real interests. Be honest, Democrats ain't saved us, and Republicans, they ain't saving us either. Both sides want our votes. That's it. They want our attention, our numbers, and our blind loyalty. And then they dress it up like they're really helping us, when they're really just pushing their own agendas. And what hurts more is watching us, black folks on podcasts, platforms, YouTube, arguing over which party is better, like either one been putting food on your table or protecting your community. Yeah, I hear people out here dragging the Democrats, and trust me, I get it. But don't get it twisted. Just because you call out one side doesn't mean that the other side is righteous. Now, here's the game that nobody wants to talk about. Some folks, especially on...
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I didn't do it.
But you heard that how many times, Brother Dudes? I mean...
More claps from the algorithm. And guess what? It works. But at what cost? If every post is just bashing black people, if every video is just throwing your own people under the bus, if you gotta act like being a Republican somehow makes you realer or smarter than everybody else, then you sold out.
Now
you don't have to pick one side to speak the truth. You don't have to wear a red tie or a blue pen to talk about the issues in our communities. Just be real, be human, be black, and honest about what we really need. Stop trying to win people over with manipulation. Stop acting like the answer to our problems is coming from a politician. It's not. Because I promise you, they're not coming. The change we want, the progress we need, is gonna come from us, from builders, from organizers, from people who aren't worried about which party to praise, but focus on how to make life better for our people. We don't need another promise. We don't need another campaign slogan. We don't need to be Democrat. We don't need to be Republican. We just need to be builders. We need to be focused, and we need to be united, because everything we need is already in us. We just forgot who we were. So no, we're not looking for a rescue. We're not looking for somebody to come and save us. We're building our own escape plan. We're building the foundation. We're building the future. And this time, we ain't voting for saviors. We're voting for ourselves.
Now, let me ask you, right, brother, when he said we vote for ourselves, how you take that when you on the platforms that they control? I mean, if we want to get deep, I can get deep all day long. But when I hear people like that, I've been so many. Okay, you telling us one thing about voting? How many times we said they both the same bird, both wings? How many times you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you heard that 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So let's be honest with ourselves. Now he never said who we gonna vote for. Ourselves? Okay, now what I'm supposed to do? Kill the congressman? How we gonna get this without some type of political alliance? Now, if you go anarchy, I agree. Yeah, if you go anarchy, now it's different types of politics. That's where we got to come to grips with what we gonna choose here, in this matrix where we in. You gonna go anarchy? Because what he talking about is, if you don't vote for something or you don't try to participate in something, either you're gonna blow it up or you're gonna kill all people. So that's why I tell people I can't listen to stuff like that.
That's not what I interpreted out of that.
That didn't make no
sense. Let me get in here. Can I get in there right quick?
Go ahead, bro.
That's not what I interpreted. We've been saying this, bro. Like, no party is going. He right. He talking about the politicians. No politician is going to save you. You have to do things yourself.
I just said that when I said the bird with 2 wings. We all said the bird with 2 wings.
So voting never got us anything. The Republicans don't recognize us as blacks. Democrats don't recognize us as blacks. None of them ever wrote a legislation, either one of them, on either side ever wrote anything and regulate anything for so-called blacks. They all agree that blacks are dead in law, none to gear. They all agree with that. When they get in politics, these lawyers, because they take they take all this stuff up at these schools, these lawyers. Well, all the politicians are lawyers. So they all have signed up with the bar. If they've taken the bar and agreed the bar, they agree with the priority is the bar, not the people, not us the people. So what he's saying is, we the people have to organize ourselves. We ain't got to vote for nobody. Chinese people, Chinese don't vote for nobody.
Okay,
nobody get so much.
Hold
on, drive on. Let him finish. Let him finish, drive on. Let him finish.
Are you for anarchy? Because that's not like you want to.
That's not anarchy. Okay, hold on, Bones. One of the biggest anarchy groups right now, and the federal government ain't never really ran. They didn't lock some of them up, but they still the biggest group. Do y'all know what that is in the United States of America right now?
Our government.
I mean, outside our government, I'm talking about individual organizations that say
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter are anarchy.
Man, I'm talking about hell angels. The Republicans ain't ran out on them. They ain't sent the feds in on them, and they one of the biggest groups right now. They got people in police positions. They got people in all government positions, and the Hells Angels motorcycle group run the goddamn North America, man, with drugs up and down this goddamn what you talking about?
Yes.
Shit. Come on, man.
They was back they was giving out the CIA for the opium and drugs. But okay, so let me ask you a question, because I know where you're going with this. let me ask you a question. I know we about white people, but the Hell Angels ain't in the black community. You don't see the Hell's Angels in the black community. So let's go what's in the black community. What's in the black community that is creating us to believe in this psyop? What's in the black community? Because you talk about the Hell's Angels, man, they've been around since the Rolling Stones.
But old boy was saying is that we just need to organize and do things for ourselves. But the reason why I was wanted to come in and come because I had a video too playing on the move. They tried to organize and do things like you said. But don't the Republicans say they want less government? So okay, and to me that's another thing as communism. Communism is less government. That's you organizing and you building a community. Communism, building a community system.
No.
You know what I mean?
But
That's you building what you mean? Oh, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Every nationality and race group coming to the United States practice communism right now. I just talked about the Air Angels. That's communism. Yeah. Republican Party, communism. Democratic Party, communism.
I would go with that.
The Jews, communism. Albanians, Arabs. That's communism.
So what's black?
Wait, hold on. We playing with words now. And I'm not playing with words. Wait, no. Let me. I shut my mouth and let you get it out. And I appreciate it. Okay.
Well, I wasn't even done. I kept getting cut off. I wasn't even finished.
Okay. Well, you went for a while. We went for a while.
Well, I just want to draw the last point, and then you can go, brother.
Hold on. Let
Shaq finish his point.
No, this deep stuff we talking here.
No, the reason why I was bringing it up is because I'm recently looking at these videos and clips of the move up in Philadelphia, and it was a Democratic mayor.
When they blew it up.
That's back in the day.
Yeah.
He talking about move with sister, yeah.
The Africa, yeah. Now
they blew up Philadelphia. They dropped a bomb on the apartment building in Philadelphia.
Right. Okay.
Row houses in Philadelphia. Now watch this though.
On a black mayor now.
Black Democratic mayor. A black Democratic mayor, right? He came on and apologized all this years later. But
go ahead.
But see, this is the thing though, brother Drabo. The media and people think that was just a black group. There had white people in there. There wasn't no black group per se. They're the people that wanted to build and communicate and communitize themselves, man, and live organically, naturally. They didn't want to, like I say, with all these fake products being shipped in. I mean, look at your people with the Mormons and stuff. That's communism. The Mormons and all them motherfuckers. They got their own. They built their own community resources when they're manufacturing their own stuff. They forming their own stuff. They birthing their own people. Amish. And they can still sell their products to if you want to buy their products, you want to.
Whoever.
So why when we try to do it, we get bombed? We go back examples with Tulsa, Oklahoma, all this stuff, bro. So I'm done, bro.
Oh, I gotta say one thing. I can't get it. We did a show on this because we had Africa. The daughter came on the show a long time with Antoinette and them. The daughter and them now, just so you know, that apartment complex was in Philadelphia. And you know who told on them? The black tenants, because they wouldn't take their garbage out. And they wouldn't do the thing. Because remember, they had their own strict rules. They had this, all of them had the last name Africa. If you remember, I don't know how much you remember, but we had people with and they did that. They would never have done it to them if the blacks did not complain. They went to Mayor Good and them because they got rebellious with the politicians there. They blew them up. Now, I don't condone the blowing up because it killed a lot of people, like 9. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
it was children killed.
I just want you to know when we say these things, that's why I love facts, because we got to tell the other side. They was never told by whites. It was black tenants that was mad because remember they had this civic. They couldn't take the garbage. They was piling up a lot of stuff, and it's a whole documentary on this on Netflix, whatever y'all want to watch on that group. That was a hell of a bombing that they did. Now I'm actually
let's play the clip. Let's play the clip real quick
tonight. Okay. There was gunshots, thousands of rounds of bullets from the police.
Police moved in with tear gas and water cannon.
They wanted to kill our children.
I had recommended to use an explosive entry device.
The house shook. Smoke was coming in, so we knew they dropped the bomb on us.
Police allowed the blaze to burn an hour and a half before calling in firefighters.
I don't care what they said. there was no justification for what they did.
They done burn up 2 blocks. Explain that.
I never imagined that the government would drop a bomb on a row house in Philadelphia.
It's an embarrassment to the city of Philadelphia.
My name is Ramona Africa, and I was there when the police dropped a bomb on me and my family May 13th of 1985 and killed 11 of my family members. I was there. I was born and raised in West Philadelphia. I went to Temple University and I was headed to law school. But after I met MOVE, I wanted to be a revolutionary. MOVE is a revolutionary organization founded by John Africa that believes in revolution, not in fighting and bloodshed, but true revolution. I joined MOVE in 1979. I was listening to what was happening with MOVE and could not believe that the cops were attacking MOVE the way they were.
Until today, there was a house in Philadelphia filled with people who for years confounded everybody. They called themselves MOVE and never said what that meant. They tried to live in the city as if it were the forest, ignoring modern plumbing, trash collection, or rat control. They offended the neighbors first and then the city, which ordered them.
That's what the black folks, they were amongst black people at that time. Now that's Vice TV. Just look up the documentary on PBS. You will see that they had the black folks told on them because they wouldn't take the garbage out. That's how it first got started. Nobody knew about no goddamn MOVE, man. They ain't give a fuck. They think the white people got some goddamn MOVE. They ain't care another MOVE. What happened was the black folks started seeing that they wasn't filing the same shit they was filing. They told on them. Just look it up. It's in the Congressional records of Philadelphia for the court case. That's what happened. Because you heard it myself. I told you when it said the rats, the people said they wouldn't take their garbage out, and they got mad at them. And that's what happened. And so what they did was developers wanted that area. I watched the whole documentary. The developers wanted that area, so they see this as, hey, let's get them now because they telling on each other. And they blew the shit up. That's what they did. Plain and simple. Ain't hard to see this. This ain't rocket science. It's common sense.
Wow.
So that's what they did. Now, we had her on the show. She said, wow. And to this day, they got compensated, some of them. Not all of them, but some of them got compensated. I went to court. So I'm just telling you, that was deep because it was about once the blacks start telling on them, they used it as a ban and say, oh, now we can get the real estate. You see, they blow up a whole block, and what's the block there now? It's rich.
So that's my point. I was trying to make, brother, and the people in the panel. I was just trying to say, learn from the errors and mistakes because you still have to follow certain regulations, rules. Those are things that we need to add into modern time. We can still try to organize our thing, but you still got to follow the regulations. So that's what I'm saying. Right. Like they made an error with that. And this is how they got caught slipping because they made an error trying to be too defiant and trying not to follow the regulations and shit.
You can't make nature. You know what I mean? They were trying. You heard what the man said. They were trying to make nature in an urban area.
Right? Yeah.
How you gonna do that?
That don't mix.
So that's what I'm saying. So we have to learn from those errors. We can still use some of the tactics and skills, but learn from the mistakes.
And brother Mark,
you gotta take the trash out.
I think when the law, brother Mark, I was gonna let brother Mark come on.
Yeah, brother Mark. Yeah.
That's a health issue.
I think we lost him.
Not taking the trash out.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Because I remember doing that show. We did a show. A few people did shows with her. She was real honest, and she said that it was the black. I don't know the black people who did it, but it's in the documentary that she did. She got her own documentary. She said that the blacks, because her father did not want to, they were thinking garbage, which it is a compost in the right areas. of course, garbage can make fertilizer. That's a fact. The right garbage can make the greatest fertilizer
That's
ever.
true.
But you can't put it in a doggone apartment building. You can't
No.
do it. And that's what they did. And now that we can study that, we should study that, brother. Don't think that's a great study right there, because people forgot that group. That group was very popular, and what they did was they actually made a lot of sense. But the bombing we should be looking at when because in the documentary, the realtors did this. They seen an opportunity to steal the land, and they did it.
Yeah.
And see, this the thing, what we trying to tell. That's why AOC ain't got no business with her ass down here. See, they know that this is the most enriched, most robust part of the country down here in South.
Yes.
I hate to say it, y'all.
Yes.
But I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm trying to keep it 100 with you, man.
That's why
This
everybody
is where
moving
it's
down
at.
here. That's why
Man, it's
everybody
so
moving here.
goddamn packed down here, man. I
It's
can't
so
even
packed
get to the
here.
grocery store, man. I used to get to the grocery store in 5 minutes. Now that shit take me 50 minutes to get to the damn store and back. It's ridiculous.
Same here. Same
It's
here.
fucking ridiculous.
It's
And the
horrible.
South is
I gotta
where it's
leave
at,
an
man.
hour, 20 minutes early now.
The South is where it's at, and I think that's what we was trying to say, bro. Mark, we got bro Mark back in now. I think we got him. So it's where it's at down here, man. This is where it's at. That's why they trying to come down here and trying to regulate shit. The damn Democrats and the damn don't come down here with that bullshit, man. We doing all right.
Pulling up.
And don't get California. California is trying to come in here too. California, New York, Michigan. I'm gonna tell you the states. You just look it up yourself. Boston, all the Khazars,
Wisconsin.
all the Khazars is all over the beaches. The Khazars are controlling the beaches, and
I heard
that. And I sent y'all something for those in the area. Free hurricane shelter. I sent it to y'all. I think I sent it, brother Mark. All y'all did. Yes, sir. Please send it to the people. They're giving out free provisions. I don't know what they're planning, but we're gonna do a show on the hurricane season. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting here. It's gonna be
okay, brother Mark. Follow up for us now.
What? I don't know when I got cut off, but
you were supposed to. You was giving your commentary on the whole communism thing, and
yes, sir. The bottom line is, because boy, I went on for a little bit, y'all. I just didn't know I was gone. But but look, the bottom line is we can't get sidetracked. We get sidetracked on a lot of tiny little intricate little details when we gotta keep our eyes on the prize and pay attention and do what's working. Let me give you a little example.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Farrakhan earlier, right? You notice everybody, back in the 60s and 70s, they used to throw their guns up and they talk about how powerful they was with their guns and what they'll do. Well, then white folks started showing us that they will go further than us and they got bigger guns and they ain't not afraid to use them.
Mm-hmm.
And they started killing us indiscriminately.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did Farrakhan learn? Farrakhan learned, I need to keep my mouth shut about what we can do and what we're doing and just tell them something that they want to hear. Now, I agree with you, Brother Dry Bones. Farrakhan got some shady stuff going on, but I noticed this about his strategy. What do he always say? Oh, and our brothers don't have nothing more than a penknife. And everybody who know that the nation got a lot more than a penknife.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then on top, so what I'm saying is
they're the Black Mafia family. They're the Black Mafia family.
And we have to learn. So what I'm saying is we got to learn from those mistakes of the 60s and 70s.
Right.
So when you want to talk about move and all those different things, don't talk about them like they're an example. Only the way they're an example is what you need to learn from it, the good and the bad, and then adapt. And what our problem is now, we want to do stuff that people done in the 60s and 70s. And
Right.
we ain't even changed it, not one bit.
Right.
And that
Well,
don't work.
it's the older generation, like Shaq said, and even one of my friends said recently. It's like that generation is stuck in a time warp.
Well,
That's why these Negroes right here.
I
These
won't say
Negroes right
that.
here.
At Miss Pratt's Bridge, John Lewis. What?
Yeah,
Babe, we are in
but
Al
2026.
Sharpton them did a march last weekend
wait,
on the Edmund Pettus Bridge with the bullshit.
Man,
yeah,
And then this
you
old
got these
nigga in the
young bucks.
wheelchair.
You got these young bucks. You got these young bucks running around with afros and talking about and trying to
you
act like
talking
they're
about
in the
the
70s.
dude from Tennessee?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Justin, whatever his name, Justin,
Nah,
whoever. That nigga's a
I think ain't he a tether? He look like a
Yeah,
tether
he's a
too.
tether, no
Who walk
doubt.
yep.
around there with a damn afro
But
like that at that age?
but but what I'm saying is, and
Move
then
back, boy.
if we go to Black Lives Matter, they was doing the same type of stuff. Now here's the difference in Black Lives Matter.
They were
They
Caribbeans.
and
There you
they were
go.
antagonistic. And then you had those other groups coming with them who were tearing stuff up. Now,
Yeah, the
that is
Antifa.
not a protest. That's anarchy. That's not a protest. That's
Facts.
anarchy. So if we're gonna
Law and
protest,
order,
it's fine to
baby.
protest, but don't get our young people behind anarchy because in the 60s that wasn't anarchy. The white folk brought the anarchy to the protest.
Yep.
They
Yep.
came and started
Okay.
started beating up people and doing things. But in Black Lives Matter came and they had these other groups that were and they were creating anarchy. So
Yep.
those two don't match. So we have to start looking at stuff with the right eyes so we can move forward and make this thing better every time. So what I say, we got to keep our eyes on the prize, people. Our eyes on the prize. These Somalis, they showed you the blueprint. Dr. Claude Anderson and told you the blueprint. We gotta work it, and we gotta stay focused on it. We can't get lost on all this stuff. Oh, voting won't help. This won't help. Well, they showed you voting will help. If we put our people in this office, then they're gonna help our district, and our district is gonna thrive. Now, imagine if all these black areas did the exact same thing, where we would be. But like I say,
Voting
the
as a
problem
block.
is,
Yeah, like the Somalis.
yes,
Yeah.
and our black people, when they get up there, the problem is they no longer support us. They go
And
with
that's
whatever
and brother Mark. And, and,
Yes,
and,
Well,
sir.
and, and and so
I don't even think it's that, brother Mark, because I have people. I don't know why it's some feedback.
Uh-oh,
got some
echo.
feedback, sister.
Okay.
It was that me. That may be me. No, it's gone now.
It's
Can you
gone.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gone now. Yeah.
I mean, but brother Mark, to your point, it's like even the young people, friend of mine, you want stuff done for illegal dumping, and after we met with the city council person, I don't vote, I don't give out. I say, well, how we gonna ever make a change? How are we gonna get something done? Y'all don't even know how the system works. I don't like the governor. I don't like Whitmire. Well, I'd rather Whitmire over damn Sheila Jackson Lee. And you see how Sheila got her ass whooped when she ran for mayor here. She only got 34% of the vote.
Hmm.
I don't like
Right.
the Abbott because I don't like him. I said, no, I'm not gonna let y'all do that. I sat up there and I talked to my own governor for 30 minutes. My own governor stopped the takeover school district listening to me and my friend. My own governor got when they presented how this Chinese Asians was gonna come in here and try to disrupt the barber and beauty industry in our community, for barbers and beauticians. Our own governor staff helped work with us to stop that. To the point I got with the beauticians, the citywide beauticians, because that's what my beautician was a part of, and they had to call out the Democrat Boris Miles, who didn't even inform them about none of that was gonna happen. Work with the Republic. I'm just saying, I just think everybody, when you say you need to vote, see, people ignorant. Our people are so dumb and ignorant. How the hell you gonna ever get something changed? You don't even understand the goddamn system you in. Well, I ain't gonna vote. Well, gas high. I can't get a job.
Can I share this?
And a mother sucker at the Supreme Court trying to get rid of birthright citizenship. They up here, the people cutting them off welfare, food stamps, and housing under this administration. I don't think I'm the same. That's why I'm not claiming certain stuff. I'm claiming my indigenous Choctaw Indian because I and my ancestors. Because this
All
this
right, brother
this
D, what you
this
got
is
for?
ridiculous.
They Montgomery had a protest march this week. I was up there, so let me play this. A lot of people didn't know about it.
See what I'm saying?
And redistricting efforts across the South could reshape Black political power for years to come. Today's rally also focused on registering new voters ahead of the midterm elections in November. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala spoke with state leaders about the rally.
The message I'm hearing from protesters is that the fight for voting rights is far from over, saying changes to voting laws and district maps will have a major impact on Black voters this upcoming election, adding they don't want to go backwards. We're not going back! We're not going back! We're not! People packing the streets in front of the Capitol building in downtown Montgomery. Some driving in from other states, saying they felt called to show up for what they see as a critical moment for voting rights.
I've been a registered voter since I was 18 and going to the polls with my grandparents and parents since before I can even remember, probably like 5 or 4. So this is my duty. I have to do this.
National organization Black Women on a Mission is using the moment to push its 25,000 voter initiative aimed at registering 25,000 new voters across the South before the midterms. Founder Camille McCallum says greater voter turnout means greater.
Already redistricted last year prior to the decision. They redistricted in an effort to gain 2 new seats they were able to accomplish. Mississippi called a special session. They now canceled it, I think, because of some of the pressure we're putting on. And we want to see more of that across the South.
Alabama Representative Philip Ensler also spoke about what he called a tense atmosphere during the state's special session earlier this month, as lawmakers debated the future of congressional districts.
2 weeks ago was a tense environment because this is something where a lot of people, particularly Black Alabamians, are hurting and feel that they are not being treated fairly. And I agree with that they're not. So it was a tense environment.
Former U.S. Senator and gubernatorial candidate Doug Jones was also among those in the crowd.
When I prosecuted the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing case, so many people kind of pushed back a little bit and said, you know, we don't want to go back. We don't want to see that again. We're beyond it. We're better than that. Well, now we're jumping back.
Earlier, Gubernator Dr. Will Boyd crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma at a commerce event before heading to a larger rally.
We all have to cross together. There's a fight we're all part of, Black and brown people. It's a war on all people. And we need to make sure we stand together. White, Black, brown, all of us together in this fight.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to fight for fair, just democracy.
We are not going away, and we will stand together.
In Montgomery, I'm Valentina Chalala, Fox 4 News.
Now let me elaborate on this a little bit, y'all. Let me elaborate on this a little bit, D. Tell me what y'all see in common in this video. What do you see in common?
All the sister girls.
Okay, good.
All
That's a good observation, Sister Shell. All right, Brother D, what do you see in this video that's in common?
Stop it. Okay. It's same Democrat issues.
Okay, that's a good observation. You kind of there. Dry Bones, what do you see in that video? That's in common with what everybody in that video have in common. I think Dry Bones going somewhere. Brother D, what did you see in that video that looks like just something to okay, we got drop on. Drop on. What? Did you see that video just then? Oh, we lost him again. Bruh Shike.
Yeah, I'm here.
What was in that video that was so noticeable that stood out to you that was everybody in that video had something in common?
Well, I didn't really see the video. I was listening to the audio.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I couldn't see the visual.
Brother Mark, what did you see in that video that stood out to you?
Yeah, bro, I'm listening to the audio too because I'm in the middle.
Okay.
But
okay. So let me go ahead. Let me tell you what I seen that was in that video. Great. Thanks for that video, Brother D. We appreciate that you bringing that content to Urban Matters platform.
It was hot out there.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw. Everybody in that damn video was 45 years or older. And that's just it. It's the same old tired ass civil rights. They always talking about the Edmund Pettus Bridge and the ass whooping we took on Edmund Pettus Bridge. That Edmund Pettus Bridge thing was not a victory for Black America. That was a loss. Because all we did was get our ass whooping. Now, D, if you want to talk about something, D, you're an Alabamian, right?
Right.
Do you know where the George Washington Carver project's at?
George Washington Carver?
Projects. It's in Selma, Alabama.
Oh, because now,
Drabone said something earlier about that. He said, you don't hear about the victory. And the white supremacists, they brought the anarchy to the protest. But they don't tell you about what happened in Selma after the Edmund Pettus Bridge, where the white supremacists fucked around and came in the projects and got their ass tore up. They don't tell you about that. See, that's what we do at Urban Matters BMG. And people like the grassroots, they ain't gonna tell you that we stood on, our people stood on that business back then. You couldn't just come fucking with the real, true Black American, the indigenous people. Y'all seen them brothers out there in California? I know it was in Vegas. They stopped that damn white Latino gunman. Y'all saw that?
They showed
them
did. Brothers took
them
him
brothers
down.
whooped his ass and took the AK from him.
Showed did.
And stood on business. That's what we do.
Also up there in Ohio, remember about a year back, and opening. Remember that white supremacist group came out there up in Ohio, and the black brothers, like 100. They had a group like 100 black brothers came out. They got their own group up there. They stood up. They're like, "No, y'all not finna terrorize us. Keep terrorizing us. We gonna stand up, bro." That's me.
They always want to remind us. The reason why I pointed that out, Brother Shaq, they always want to remind us when we got our ass tore up or when we got lynched.
Yeah, they don't
when we
never
got hung. They don't never talk about the victories. They don't never talk about the great Tulsas and the great down here Rosewood, and they don't tell you about Ocoee, Florida, how these places were.
Kyrie.
Exactly. They don't tell you about that.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
And so that's my thing with this whole, like with that video D just shared with us, man. Those people were 45 and older. And then I'm gonna tell you something else I noticed. All they talking about is voting. They really not talking about what type of policies we need to be trying to organize and implement. They never talk about that. And this is what I'm trying to get people to see. This is called the blind vote. You're giving away your vote blindly when you think it's all about voting. Voting is not about fucking district lines. Yeah, voting is not about district lines. Vote is not about fucking identifying as a fucking Democrat. It's about getting tangibles and deliverables for your community. That's what voting is about, America. It ain't about you saving some fucking Democrat jobs. Why the fuck is AOC down here in Alabama?
You better not come my ass here.
Why is Corey booking all these people coming down here when they damn districts look like shitholes?
Well, do y'all want to hear what Warnock had to speak? Warnock was there.
Oh my God!
Pussified and tried to run over his wife and kill her over his gay lover. But go ahead. Now these people got to be called out.
Y'all want to hear that?
And brother Juice, remind me to play how we pulled up on Al Green too. We pulled up on him too.
Oh yeah,
It's
we're
hot.
gonna hear that.
It's
We
hot
gotta see
here
that.
in Houston, and we pulled up on. Somebody said, "Who is Candace Matthews?" Of course, a lot of these people are grifters, but it doesn't matter. When they do stuff out of line, they got to get checked. But remind me to play that. Go ahead,
But hold
Brandon.
on, Dawson. That's a good question. Who is Candace Matthews? That's the girl down there in Houston, Texas, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Give us
she
some
here.
clout. Yeah. Give us the background. Get the people the background because maybe they don't know. Because you got to realize it's people that's from other states and cities that don't know the landscape and the grassroots people. So tell them who Candace Matthews is. I seen that earlier too in the chat.
That's right. We don't know. That's right.
Yeah, give them information who that is. Give them a background, what she do, who she is, who she represent, what she represents. If you know.
Was she with the Texas Black Democrat Party? Now you know I push being independent, and she connected with Cornell West. Now she did grow up on my side of town in Northeast Houston, graduated from the same school I did. So she started her grassroots efforts probably about 2026. She been doing it maybe since 2020, 2021. But what she started with was the educational system, and who really boosted her up on the platform was a guy named Gary Monroe. And Gary Monroe, he would go up to the HISD school districts and, basically blast the school district board members who were stealing money from students at HISD. So when they tell you about the takeover, they don't tell you about all the money they stole from these schools. And we've been in these fights. So she got her fame, or her platform kind of got boosted from Gary Monroe. Unfortunately, Gary Monroe died, we don't know, suspiciously, right? And even him and her had fell out, right? He exposed her saying she wasn't a doctor or whatever. Some people may say, oh, well, she's, charge you for money to come out and speak or whatever. And that's okay. Because think about it, our politicians get paid for doing things that they don't do for us and
Yeah,
don't
Trump.
stand up
Man,
for
what you
us.
mean? Trump had a whole seminar where he was charging people for the information he had or whatever. They people paid.
Right. So that's why I don't get into that. I don't get into that shit. If she do what she do, matter of fact, me and her finna be doing some debates together for our side of the community, the Northeast and the Southeast. So I'm going to work with her on that. Now, me and her did call out HCC with some racist stuff that was going on at the Houston Community College system here. So she do her thing, and everything is kind of, emasculated with what she's doing because she have a lot of people and other people who filming and they channels blowing up off of what she doing. So
I like her.
Go ahead.
I like her, but this is my problem with her. I love the pulling up, G-checking these fucking, especially when she checked these damn immigrants in our community running most of these businesses and stuff. I like that part about it. But like, what's the objective after that?
I agree. So, and now funny you said that, Brother Juice, because that's
all
a great
around.
point.
We need to create the objective. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
we put too much on one person doing, and we need to delegate people for that's specifically.
I agree,
brother Juice, that know about those other aspects of societal and economical things. You feel me?
Well, my thing is the lawsuit.
And that's what I'm about.
The money?
Okay.
Hit them in the pocket with the
money.
There
you go.
So that's the question I have for her. And like I say, only one person. You can't put so much on one person.
Yeah,
what can we do to help her and to make
go.
sure our communities are being respected, especially when these disrespectful immigrants here disrespect us? So
that's why what we can do is create
but we gotta hit them in the pocket.
And also create self-sustainable solutions and self-sustainable
and it take money to do that.
Competitive. Like when she shut down a store like that, we need to say, hey, Chef, I want you to go open up right across the street from him. Here, we're gonna get together, we're gonna organize for about 2 months. We're gonna start a slush fund, and we're gonna get some money together so you can go open up a barbershop right over there to compete. See, that's what Dr. Claude Anderson was about.
But what about remove them out the way, Brother Juice? Give it to some of the businesses there, because it's a chain, right? The fuel depots is a chain. See, you sue at the top. You sue.
Yeah, hit him in the pocket. So now I think, like we need to team up with Dr. Candace Matthews and say, okay, well, you the enforcer,
Yeah,
Candace
those
Matthews,
conversations we having.
but we gotta have a follow through for this shit too,
That's
Dr.
right.
Matthews.
A follow through.
So in other words,
But she's done a lot. She's done a lot with she started exposing the apartment complex that were rat infested, mold, and that don't mean everybody was pouring on housing. You had people paying their rent who worked, and guess what? We got an ordinance. So my thing, I'm going to get on city council about certain stuff. Hey, we got these issues going on. Now we know about Proposition A. Now we know about these ordinances that y'all can actually put into place. We got to put the pressure on them to get stuff done. So
There
what
you go.
she did with the
There you
apartment
go.
complex, she put the pressure, and now we got an ordinance. So if an apartment don't fix something in a certain amount of time, they get a $200 daily fine, then it go up to $2,000. But she's going every week. All these apartments she had issues with, enforcing them ordinances to make sure the people is taken care of. So we got to still do our part politically.
There you go.
You know, everybody need money. See, we get on the air.
And I like I say, I like it, but it's
nobody likes
a little
work.
It's a little performative to me, especially with Cornell X. All right, I want you to call me a racist. Call me a racist. I bet you won't call me a racist to my face. Nigga, okay, where we going with this, Cornell?
Well, I'm not going to start on him, Brother Juice. I'm not going to start on him.
But let me give y'all another name though, since we another name up here. So I'm up here in Dallas, and this is a chick I've been following her on Instagram, and I think she's.
But at least we exposing stuff. I would say that it might not be.
Yeah.
It may be a little distasteful, but you can't come over here in Houston and think you ain't finna get pulled up on. That just ain't gonna happen.
Right. Now, you got a bunch of boulets against her too. You know that, right? That's gonna be.
Of course.
That's gonna be who attack her. The boulets. Go ahead, Shaq.
Well,
no, I was gonna give another name.
We got
up here in Dallas. It's another young so-called melanated Black American female. I think she's on the Republican side. She's running for Republican position, political position. Peyton Jackson. Go follow her on Instagram or whatever, Facebook. She putting that work in too. I've been supporting her and sharing her stuff. And Peyton Jackson.
Peyton Jackson.
Yeah.
Brother D, you had something you wanted to say real quick, Brother D, because we're going to wrap it up here in a minute. Then we're going to get Mark in real quick and close this thing out in a minute, y'all. I want another video I want to show you. And Sister Shell got a video. Brother D, give me 2 minutes. Elaborate.
It's another thing about that video. You know, Trump said he's going to really, attack on LGBTQ. And so part of that, the civil rights, the LGBTQ is they are cloaked under the civil rights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
everybody got it, but
what we see out there, white, they are part of that LGBTQ community.
That's why they out there. Absolutely.
That's why they out there.
Well, that's part of that communism. We're gonna have to do a show. We're gonna have to do a show. Great point, D. We're gonna have to do a show with Brother D, because I think Brother Dry Bones was talking about how they were one of the ones who first implemented this communist movement. The LGBT community.
Yeah.
No.
They racist as hell.
No, I said communism. I said communism. I put it on the link. I did it. If y'all go on the website, we put on for the show. It said that communism and homosexuality were partners. And I asked everybody, go look up all of the communist leaders, and you see they were gay.
Right.
So that's just a fact. You ain't gonna be able to debate it. I'll make sure you can't debate it, because I bet you money, and I'm right. I know I'm right.
It ain't the fact you right. It's fact you right, because just because they was part of it don't mean that they was the ones that orchestrated. No, they just infiltrate shit. That's what they do.
Hold on. If you gay and you the leader, if you the leader, let's make some common sense out there. If you're the leader of the movement, like Bernard Ruskin was, he was the orchestrator. If he's gay, you don't think he brought in gay communistic manifesto? No,
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the people. But I'm saying the people that's heterosexual, that's communism. Why should they be lumped in with the gay communism? Why would he delineate and separate the two and identify them? That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I said that the founders of the gay community were mainly communists. Even James Baldwin, gay. all of our leaders, Nikki J.F. Giovanni, they're gay.
Giovanni, she was bull dag.
Right. So I don't know what I mean. How hard to see? I mean, this is like right in
So
your face.
you're saying communism is gay.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. We can't do that. We can't do that because that's cap.
Why can't?
Because it's people that go back before these LGBT people came in and manipulated the communism.
Tell me.
That system.
If we're gonna do facts, tell me the group that you claim.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. You keep talking about groups. I'm not disagreeing with you, Brother John. I'm saying yes, it's groups that come in, they infiltrate things, and they add the things that people were already doing, and they make it look bad. Like Black Lives Matter, for example. It was the hashtag with Brother Seal. I mean, Brother during Seals up there in St. Louis, Missouri, Ferguson. But they came in and manipulated it, and you're right. They brought their agenda and merged their agenda to just us regular people trying to speak for themselves. So I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, they're gay, but I'm not. See, this is what happened. We got gays in our. I'm gonna speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
Gays in our family.
We all got them.
We got people got. I'm not against the gay, but we want to beat them up. I'm saying that the agenda went from the indigenous people to your sexual preference. You can't tell what you are, but you could tell I'm black.
But that ain't had nothing to do with communism. They just use communism, like you said, just like you got people in the Democratic Party that's gay. You got people in the Republican Party that's gay. But do you?
That's different from them parties, though.
No, it's not. It's a part, Dawson. It's a political party. The Nazi Party. Nazi is not national.
Shaq, wait a minute.
To what I'm saying,
hold on, Shaq. Let's let Bro Mark.
The Republicans don't flaunt around that they gay LGBT.
Yeah, but they are though. But they are though, Dawson. You're right. They don't, but they are. They very are. So they are part of a party, and they got gay, homosexual people that's in the political party.
That's what
I'm saying. And you got Nazi.
Can't get
hold on, let me finish because this is a good point. Hold on, let me finish though. Hold on, bro. Everything we talk about is political. Because we talking about the Nazi Party, right? That's a political party, bro. That's sparked into a government body now. Same thing as MAGA. That's a political party.
One at a time.
That goes into that's politics. See.
You're right, brother Shaq. It's true.
MAGA is a political party, right? They got agendas. Now they're in government. And they pushing that political party, whether we agree with it or disagree with it. And they got homosexual gay people. They got Jewish people. They got Israeli people. That's in the party too. So what we say?
But that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Y'all, hold on. Y'all, let's let Bro Mark get in on it real quick.
Do they flaunt that they homosexuals in the Republican Party versus the Democratic
homosexuals though? So you telling me they're not gonna vote on LGBT
Brother Shaq.
They not for men and women sports. They not for boys and girls sports. I mean, even if they are, it's undercover and it's covert. Let me just say this, Brother Mark, before you go, because I know you're gonna go long. But anyway, if my uncle was alive today and he's gay flaming, he would be kicking ass with them pushing this gay shit on kids. See, the gays back then it's not the gays now. These gays are literally transitioning our kids right now. I was just telling my son about one of his
we all agree with that.
They're grooming them. So I was a tomboy. The times even though my parents ain't play, so it don't even matter. I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, you go through a phase in life. But the Democrat Party in a society, right? Because we got to deal with the both parties. That's just, again, you dealing with your politics in the country that you reside in, right? Because like I say, you keep saying you ain't gonna vote. Well, how you gonna get some goddamn change? But anyway, you don't see Republicans pushing that on anybody. That's the first thing Trump got rid of. He just even made a video recently and said, I don't care what you saying that you a woman. If you got male DNA in you, signs do not lie. That's all I'm saying. So we can't say they don't.
And I agree with you, Sister Cher, 100%. I agree with you. And
then you got damn money to it, Mama did and Joe Biden did. If they don't teach it in school, no, I got a problem with that.
Go ahead, Bro Mark.
Go ahead, Brother Mark. I'm done.
I agree with you, 100% cannot do. Brother Dry Bones, he said the leaders, the people that start. He did not say the people in. So the people that start this stuff, not the people that's in it. So, of course, in everything, we have a melting pot of different types of people. Scott Bessent, he's gay in the Trump administration.
Yes.
So nobody's saying that there are no gays. See, that's when I say we get caught up on these little semantical things, but we're not listening to the overall thing. The point was that the gays are starting it, and they're guiding the organization. Not saying that there aren't any hard brothers, there aren't any hard sisters, and soft brothers, soft sisters. That wasn't his point. So we can't see now we go off on a tangent about something that wasn't even Brother Dry Bones' point.
Yeah, I said,
and
I like that. Yeah, because I'm not saying all y'all, but this, I'm glad we're making these points because you know what? These are the points that's going to be made during this time frame of the midterm. You watch and see. What we talking about now, what you all talking about now, y'all are forecasting what's going to be coming right now because they're going to be saying that we saying the gay. I'm not against the gays, but I'm saying that the concept of the gays was that when they got in, they were promised by a group of white gays from the Khazar community, said that if you go with this agenda, you'll be one because now you not only you black, but you now is transgender. So they made it where the gays that was prominent in the civil rights era was gay, and the gender was going to be primarily going to end up being gay. Them winning by using a color. They said, fuck the color. We're going with the sex game now. The sex game has changed from color to the sex game. So what your sex preference is now what is the new civil rights.
Yep, because they can identify as a minority, and then you got gay white men can now take advantage of women's rights.
That's
and
right.
That's why they get to passing all these women's rights initiatives.
Thank you.
And so
thank you.
That's the part of it that becomes the communist trick bag. Right there.
The cracker had to put into the civil rights when they reconstructed civil rights, and the cracker had to put in there. Who the cracker? Lyndon B. Johnson. He's a cracker. He had to put in there. The minority, that clause, and that got other people. You're right, and they got other peoples and all this other stuff in there, and organizations and too, because it had something to do with the military. They reconstructed with civil rights represented. They reconstructed and re-legislated it. From the
as soon as he signed the Civil Rights Act, he was signing the Immigration Act, Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. So this is a cracker.
Monahan report.
I want to.
Black politician that did that.
I want to, because this is gonna be our next topic right here. This has been hitting the airwaves real heavy right here, where they're doing an investigation on the CIA and Dr. Fauci. Let's let it play.
Yeah.
I am a career CIA operations officer, and as you mentioned, I was on joint duty assignment at the Office of Director National Intelligence Directors Initiatives Group, or the DIG, between March 2025 and April 2026. I was responsible for leading the DIG's investigation into COVID origins, anomalous health incidents, and unidentified anomalous phenomena. I'm here today to discuss the COVID cover-up, the national security implications associated with the DIG's investigative findings, and CIA refusal to comply with lawful oversight, as well as how we remedy these problems. Intelligence community leaders and senior analysts downplayed the possibility that the COVID pandemic originated as a result of a lab incident. Motives are difficult to define given the scope of the DIG's review. Intentional or not, the IC's actions resulted in a cover-up, wasted resources, and a failure to properly inform policymakers. Public health policy would have been very different had the American public been made aware that a virus from a lab in China was going to serve as the foundation for
the Chinese virus. The Chinese virus.
Yes.
Use authorization mRNA products being mandated by the former administration. Dr. Fauci's role in the cover-up was intentional. Dr. Fauci influenced the analytical process and findings by leveraging his position to ensure the IC consulted with a conflicted list of curated subject matter experts, public health officials, and scientists. This included some of the authors of the paper, The Proximal Origin of SARS-CoV-2, and other public health experts who have been in his orbit for the last 20 plus years. Some of the scientists were part of the Biological Sciences Experts Group, introduction, and I appreciate the committee's dedication to transparency and accountability. I am a career CIA operations officer, and as you mentioned, I was on joint duty assignment.
Yeah, this thing gonna hit it heavy.
Yes.
This thing gonna hit heavy, y'all. We've been trying to tell y'all for the longest that it was a cover-up. We've been trying to tell you.
The witness will testify that the CIA scientific analysts repeatedly concluded that a laboratory leak was the most likely origin of COVID-19, and that those conclusions were buried, softened, or withheld from Congress while the public was told to trust a different story. For years, Americans were told to trust the experts, trust the agencies, trust the intelligence community, and trust the officials who assured us that they were following the science. But the evidence before the committee tells a very different story. Today, we will expose a system in which a small circle of officials, scientists, grantees, and intelligence advisors move from agencies to agency, meeting to meeting, briefing to briefing, reviewing one another's work, and shaping one another's conclusions and presenting those conclusions to Congress and the public as if they were independent. The witness will testify that—
It is, y'all. Like I said, man, we got to start dealing with reality. All this is going to come to fruition. Dry Bones, you talk about shadow government. Sister Shell, you talking about let's get some lawsuit things together. We can sue our government for so much stuff right now. We can sue the Democrat Party right now for 65 years of misrepresentation. That's the type of stuff, Brother Shack, we got to start organizing right there. That's where it starts. Hit them in the pocket. That's the only way they're going to respect us, bro.
The Black Caucus, I'm with that. I think we need to draft up something ourselves. We need to do it and draft it up. You know what I'm saying?
We all gotta do the work. We all gotta pull our weight. Because again, so much pressure be just put on one person. I'm gonna tell you straight up. That's what I don't like about our community. We do too much of this, and we don't.
Let's look into that, y'all. Let's look into some litigation.
I think
everybody do their own research.
Everybody got time. I don't care if you do 2 hours a day. Baby, we got AI now.
Brother D is the research king. He the master of research over there. I call him my little nigga nerd.
Yeah.
Little nigga nerd.
You know, right now, all this on the black voting right. So that's what I was looking at. When the Supreme Court gave us the black voting right, it's something else is in that. And that's what they joined to. That's why they are trying to get rid of, because LBGP is joined under that, and the right of children immigrant to citizenship is joined under that too, which we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Other stuff joined under that. So that's why they're attacking that. Because these organizations are joined under what we're supposed to have, the right to vote.
Right.
Okay, brother.
That was on the federal level. You remember, that's why. That's on the federal level. That's what I'm saying. The states don't necessarily have to abide by those certain executive acts. The federal can't force the state to do that. So that's
one thing. We got to go back.
State citizenship, that was federal citizenship, bro. The
That's
14th
right.
Amendment, that was federal. This is how we get mixed up. That
Right.
was a federal U.S. citizenship
Right.
thing. It wasn't state. That's why the boy, old boy, Dred Scott, he was coming from Missouri. In Missouri, you still was considered a slave, brother. Now you want us to, as a federal, we can't reside, and that's out of our jurisdiction in the state. See, we gotta be careful when we mix these things up.
Well, see,
And
right.
come on, 14th Amendment, that's on federal.
The 10th Amendment came in because of a case like that. That's why the 10th Amendment came about. And you had separation between state and federal. And that's why you have states who have their own constitutions.
Right.
While local matters.
All right, Brother D, we gonna give Brother D the last word on this, y'all. We're gonna wrap this thing up for the night, man. Great show. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful content, beautiful information. Urban Matters BMG family. Brother D.
Yeah.
My last word is always check your benefits. What you can get out, and what's going to be value for you, for your people, your family. Because if you don't check the cost, what they say, you got to pay to be the boss. So you got to check everything what you're dealing with, because you don't know what ground you stand on.
Dot your I's, cross your T's.
Yep.
All right, Brother Dry Bones. Hey, man, thanks for joining us, Brother Mark. Great information, bro. You always bring that hot fire.
Great program tonight. Very good. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man. We really appreciate that. And y'all keep in mind. Go ahead, Brother Mark.
Oh, I was just gonna try to ease in there and tell Brother Dry Bones be looking out. That should be coming his way tomorrow sometime.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll definitely let you know. And Sunday I'll go live. If it get here on time, I'll get here.
All right.
Okay. So like they said, y'all, we said the show tonight was Butter Biscuit Brigade. And we are tired of this and this Democrat fatigue time all around this damn country, and outdated civil rights and error persuasion tactics being redeployed and to influence the young black voters, y'all. The same symbolic gestures, the same moral appeals, the same "we march so you must vote this way" messaging. We tired of that bullshit messaging. All this shit is being recycled by the Democrat Party institutions. They have not came up with any meaningful, updated policies. They're still running the same blueprint. And y'all remember, they want to interrogate young black folks. That's why they interrogating these black athletes, trying to shame them. You have no power over these black athletes, Congressional Black Caucus and NAACP. You Negroes are tired, man. Lay down. Go die somewhere.
Well, the question would be, if you asking about the Supreme Court decision in the redistricting. I just see they finna do Clyburn right now. I just saw that on there.
You saw that.
His ass. I mean, you had the districts 20.
And he voted for it. That's the crazy shit. He voted for it. Did y'all hear Vince Ellison came out with some stuff on Clyburn saying Clyburn was an undercover spy the whole time with the Republicans. He was telling them what to do and what we was not going to go for. How y'all think Clyburn stayed in that position for over 40 plus years and didn't implement no type of
product? Rich people, I heard Vince Ellison talk about that.
They kept Clyburn in place because they know the nigga wasn't going to do nothing. That's what I tell people about Al Sharpton and Roland Martin.
What they told him to do. Yeah.
These niggas ain't no threat, man. If these niggas a threat, these niggas be getting targeted every week. These niggas will be getting their shit burnt down. Somebody will be targeting their ass, knocking their ass off. Ain't nobody worried about them guys because they not a threat. Now, y'all let us fuck around and get some money over here at Urban Matters BMG. And, boy, they going to be at our neck, boy. But you know what? We know how to protect ourselves, right, bro, Mark? We know how to protect ourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's what we over here. That's what we own, y'all. So this Democrat, we tired of the butter biscuits. We tired of the fish fries. We tired of y'all coming over here talking about y'all like to put hot sauce on y'all food. We tired of y'all talking about y'all like to put collard greens in the damn bathtub. We tired of y'all coming over here talking about, you better thank a union member. You better thank a union member. Man, ain't nobody studying that shit, man.
So what's the Democrats' plan? That's the question. What's the
plan? I keep asking all these beta males popping up on my space. What is the plan, bro? What are you voting for? What are you going to demand for your vote? All I know is they did DEI. Man, none of that stuff worked because it wasn't no good. It didn't have any type of sustainability, man. White women benefited from DEI, man. You so far behind, bro.
Every other culture.
But listen, we're going to talk about that COVID thing, man. Y'all stay tuned in, stay black, stay grounded. Double salute. Double salute.